Hello and welcome everybody. Tonight's game, Ulyss going against SPA. Can they keep their winning streak? We did have them managing to win the last game against Freitos de la Vega, and this time around they do need to see what they're gonna do against the Protective Society of Animals, Société de Protectrice des Animaux, I believe it is. Hello there, Yuri goes, and good evening, sir. Colorado, good evening, sir, and welcome. Will Mali ever be played in the new BBG patch? No, it was already banned, and I'm pretty sure it will still get banned. It's basically, I don't think there's gonna be any change there. Also, Nuclear Uncle, hello there, sir, and welcome. I do want to mention we're not playing with Beta BBG, as you know, usually there is a bit of time. There is some time before it will be adopted. First it will go through the players, and then it will go through another update phase, which will decide if they do keep most of the options or not. And of course that's a good thing. Right now they do have time to actually try out as much as possible to see if the changes that they did were the ones that they needed to do in the game, and of course they have the results that they were counting on. Also, I do want to say good afternoon, mein Herr Cleosian. Hello there, sir, and welcome. I did notice we got a new follower here. Hello there, Phoenix Dude. Hello, sir. Good evening, good evening. Rafifi, bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. Neitro, good evening, sir, and welcome, welcome. And not to mention Monstrat, good afternoon, sir, and welcome. Picked up that first promotion, but I gotta say, Yuriga was dead right first in the channel. Also, I do want to say hello there, YouTube. Hello, Yuriga. Good evening, sir. We do have them started up on their pick and ban phase. Let me open up the screen so you can see what I see. They are starting up on the ban phase of the maps, and then they're gonna go for the picks and bans. First of all, they're gonna have 5 bans on each side, then 2 picks on each side, then another 2 bans on each side, and then we're gonna have another 2 final picks on each side and get the map. We do need to see if they're actually gonna have well, a lot of remaps. I hope hopefully not. But first of all, we do need to know the map and then take it step by step along with their settings. Also, Junior Renko, good evening, sir, and welcome. Hello, hello. It is 3 to 4 weeks. Yes, about 3 to 4 weeks. From what I understand, it will be around the beginning of April, and probably between the beginning of April and mid of April. So those 2 weeks over there, we're probably going to be looking at another BBG. I do have to point out, if it is coming up so close to the new CWC, we're probably going to need to hold a vote to see with the CWC players. But since most of the players are actually getting I would say to interact with the mod, the beta, and also give their opinion, I would imagine there wouldn't be that many problems when we actually get into the CWC. Zimons, hello there, sir, and welcome. We do have over here Ulyss and SPA. Ulyss on the left side, SPA on the right side. They did choose a map, and what is this? Lakes. Okay. I mean, yeah. Let's see how Lakes goes. Yeah, it's Lakes. Rich highlights for today, maybe, or you're expecting an 8-hour game. I mean, I guess we're going to need to see. Lakes can definitely deliver a long game. Pangea, please, I love to watch early war. Yes, but it's fine, guys, it's fine. We can actually watch early war on Lakes as well. I gotta say, on Lakes as well. Give me a second so I can write it up on the screen over here, so everybody new that's joining the stream will know what map it is. Even though, yes, I know sometimes reading is hard. For me too, don't get me wrong, for me too. I sometimes read the message, you know, on the diagonal, and it is what it is. Anyway. Looks like we do have 2 bans already. It will be Macedon on the left side by Team Ulyss, and the Maori on the right side by SPA. They have to go for another 4 bans here, so we're gonna need to take a little bit of time to wait for all of the civilization bans to catch up over here. Looks like they will go for the civilizations that do have fast units, and or I should say have the ability to get those fast units against their opponents from an early stage of the game. We do have Gandhi also being banned by SPA, and your Team Ulyss is gonna go for Scythia with another 3 choices to go on either side. There are still quite a few civilizations that are definitely powerful on the Lakes map. Maya, whoa, this is a bit of a surprise for me, taking out Maya. Do they know something that we don't know about Team SPA over here? Let me see, who do they have on their team? So on the left side we do have Team Ulyss fielding today Lege, diSTORIA, Hazaggi, and Romrom, while on SPA we're gonna have Lythoxa, Mikado, Oranssi, and Xiffy. I don't know if Apil is playing. Is Apil playing? I don't see him in the lobby. But I do see Oranssi, which I have to, there we go, swap. I do see Mikado, yes. Xiffy, yes, and there's one player missing. I guess that's Lythoxa that got kicked because he didn't have the correct mod versions. Okay, it is what it is. Anyway, coming back to this, we do have also another few bans. Cleopatra Egyptian has been taken out by Ulyss, while on the right side we do have Sumeria from SPA and Chandragupta being taken out. Both Indian personas actually have been taken down by SPA. Looks like they have a few painful memories going against India that they are choosing to ban them straight. Well, definitely the Varus can apply a lot of power, and definitely Chandragupta is amazing mid to late game. We've seen what Firsos can do with it. Definitely can trade punches with the best of them. And we do have also Rome being picked up here by Team Ulyss. That's going to be the last ban before they're going to go into the picking of civilization phase. So they do have to wait for SPA to get their last ban on the table as well before they're actually going to set the tone for the game. Team Ulyss will have the first choice, while SPA is going to follow up with another 2 choices, and Team Ulyss will end that first pick phase with another choice of their own. So essentially, basically, you know, set the tone for the game, counter tone from SPA. Let's see what they're gonna pick, if they're gonna go for a counter or they're just gonna go for something a little bit more flexible. Sometimes the teams do have their own plan. They have their own mix of civilizations that they have planned out from the beginning, trying to predict how the pick and ban phase will go, and of course making plans to pick a certain type of combination. I love early war as long as the game doesn't end in an hour. Yes, exactly. So it's nice to see some punches traded, but it's not nice to see somebody taken out from an early stage. Yeah, you know, knockout phase over there. Oh, I'm sorry, you lost to settle. Oh, I'm sorry, man, I'm sorry. Anyway, Team Ulyss over here, Australia is gonna pick Australia, so definitely that's a tone for the game. Yeah. Big science numbers from the beginning. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna have those breathtaking appeal tiles, but I'm pretty sure he will. And of course, talking about pastures over here, it's been a while since we've seen him with like more than 2 pastures in the capital. We do need to take a look at his land and how the map will generate. I do see SPA is thinking how they should approach this on the lakes map. It's not like you're gonna have that many naval wars. It's a map that is not, it's quite filled with a land territory, very few lakes, very few inland seas. You do get maybe some opportunities to trade coastally with other allies of yours, and maybe sometimes you do get a warfare, but it's not really like the map is not really directed towards that naval war. Although on the other side you do have a lot more flat terrain, so you do have actually highways between you and your opponent, which are filled with flat tiles, so you can move horses very quickly through the map, even if the distance looks big with those 4 movement plus the general 5 movement bonus that you do get on your units do help you get there much faster. Does help you get there much faster. Looking at well, I was thinking of the movement points do, but anyway, the movement does probably. Anyway, we do have Cleopatra over here was the last ban, right, from SPA. That's going to be Ptolemy being taken out by SPA. Montezuma and Russia have been picked up, and yes, definitely there's going to be quite a bit of a ruckus over there in the tundra with Russia getting in. We're going to need to see if Montezuma is also going to manage to get that gold generation, tough gold generation to upkeep also Russia. It's well known that you just don't have that big of an economy on Russia. We've seen some outliers, like some players that did manage to get an economy, but everything else was lacking afterwards, as in everything else that Russia does usually, you know, culture, faith, and so on. Now we do have also Team Ulyss going for Genghis Khan with Australia. I'm pretty sure they're gonna both have the science to boost and the gold. Even though Australia doesn't really prefer to go harbor first, going campus into harbor afterwards, it is well known, especially for those caravel timings, to try to get an admiral. Although this time around, I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to sim up, get as many cities up as possible, and if he does have the opportunity to go against somebody, it will probably be with a medieval era land unit, not one of the classical ones. I don't think he can hit that fast of a timing against somebody at the beginning stage, but it happened before. We've seen Montezuma do it, and yeah, it definitely can happen again. Now we do have them starting off on the second ban phase here. Nader being picked up by SPA as a ban. They will need to wait for Team Ulyss to get another one to set their last one on the table here, and we do see them still going for these powerful land civilizations. I'm actually quite curious if they're gonna go for the second Persia. Like we've seen a lot of the times these actually going hand in hand, both Persias being taken out in the ban phase, especially on these kinds of maps. So I wouldn't be surprised of this. Of course, Matthias Corvinus, for example, or a chaos maker like Lotaro could definitely be an option. They do still have Byzantium nations in the game, like Basil II or Theodora, that could definitely be powerful. And yeah, of course, the Francis, France, Catherine de Medici, looks like it's being thought of, and it will get banned. It will be taken out by Ulyss. This is the Catherine Black Queen that does get the extra diplomatic visibility against his opponents, that spy at the courser timing, the castle timing, and of course, printing, going for printing. You can actually get a +9 over your opponents. That is awesome. And of course, later on in the game, he's going to benefit from the Guard Imperials. And if he does catch an opponent on his continent, on her continent, we will see quite a ruckus. Cultured victory, Russia versus Tank Australia. Yeah, it might be. It might get exactly on that part. It actually counters Genghis bonus with extra visibility. And yes, I do have to agree, Mumu. You are correct. It does actually deny. So basically what Ulyss did was take out one of their denies over here against the Genghis Khan. Interesting that they actually did go as far as to ban one of the civilizations, but it does make sense. Now, we're looking at the next ones. We do have Theodora being taken out by Team Ulyss, and yes, there's one last band remaining. There are quite a few powerful civilizations, not only war civilizations, but only simmers, but also simmers that are available for the players to try to pick here. And I gotta say, will we see some form of a Tamar over here being picked up by Team Ulyss? Anyway, it looks like Nzinga is gonna be the last band on the table. Ulyss is gonna do it, while we do need to see what's going to happen over here with the next wave of picks and bans. Well, I guess picks, because there's no more bans. Also, Justified Absol, good evening, sir. Anyone saw that recent Potato Inca series, single player, but still super interesting? I'm sorry, sir, I did not see it. Is it like what's interesting about it? Why I'm pretty sure you're telling us with a reason, so I'm just curious what is so interesting about it. Tell us. Okay, so let's see. SPA will actually think about this a bit too long. 10 seconds and they need to pick something. There's I gotta say they will have this pick, and then they're gonna see for the full roster of Team Ulyss, and it looks like they will go for a Chaos Maker over here. Lotaro is gonna be chosen by SPA. It's actually well known that SPA has been in the past a little bit more aggressive when it comes to the mid game, trying to do as much damage as possible with civilizations like this, and multiple times they actually picked Lotaro. Not a surprise here, Usually we did have Paul playing Lotaro, or I think Apule was also playing Lotaro, so it is a bit of a curious thing for me, seeing that in the lobby we don't actually have them, but still they pick Lotaro. It seems to me that this is basically kind of a plan made well before, and thought out well before the pick and ban phase, and they were trying to think hard about how to combine the advantages and disadvantages of civilizations in the game, and it looks like they ended up with this roster plus one civ that we don't know right now. While on Team Ulyss we do have Zulu and Shaka and Persia being picked up over here. Definitely makes sense to get Cyrus in this game. They will require a lot of gold, and that is something that SPA, for example, might be lacking. They will need a civilization to get them that extra gold per turn, because I'm pretty sure Montezuma, even if it is going to start commercials at the beginning, he's just not going to have that power spike in GPD as they would need to upkeep his to upkeep everything in the game, upgrade everything in the game. What they can do with Lotaro is try to go and smash through their opponent's defenses and pillage a lot of tiles to get gold, and that is a well-known strategy that Lotaro does, putting the fear of God into his opponents. Of course, we did have him actually making opponents, making lines of units, literally one tile a unit, lines, walls of units around their territory to stop any kind of Lotaro coming against him. That's the only way. It is not, and also even then it's not actually working well. Now, okay, oh, he wanted to play Tall Inca at the start, but was forced into an early war that escalated into a giga war. Someone mentioned early war, so it reminded me of this. Oh, I see. Big war. To be honest, I haven't seen actually Potato MC fighting wars and stuff. Now, Mikado on Lotaro means game is lost. Is there, if there is, Anshan? This is the new patch. No, we're playing on the old patch. I put over there the pin so you can take a look at the video with the comments about the new changes. Well, I do try to keep the comments at the minimum, but anyway, you have the new changes over there on YouTube, so I wanted to share it over there. Rambling Man, good evening sir and welcome. What does Anshan do with their mods? Nothing, it's a meme. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna be the ban. We do have the picks. We do have Scotland being picked up by SPA, and he's definitely gonna try to get some gold on the table over there. Usually Scotland does try to open up with campuses though, and we're going to need to see if again the economy will actually be healthy. It does depend a lot on their territory. If they do manage to get territory around them that would have cocos, for example, or truffles, or some form of resources that would give him the gold, especially, well, except maize tiles. We don't really get that much from maize tiles. Alcohol Parrot, freedom! Hello, sir. Good evening. How are you doing? Now we do have them ready up, and I do think we do need to wait for at least Lythoxa over here, but we do have them starting up on the picks, and it looks like Xiffy is gonna be the one playing Robert the Bruce. We do have Lege getting the first slot here, the top slot, and I would imagine he's not gonna play Australia. I was definitely imagining, is he gonna go Persia? Wait, was Persia picked? Yeah, Romrom, Persia, diSTORIA, Genghis Khan. Okay, so we do have the last civilization. Oh, he is. Okay, there we go. I was thinking he is going to play John Curtin. Like, why not? I was quite surprised that Hazaggi is going to want to go for John Curtin, because he usually does want to be a bit more aggressive. Like, you know, like have that extra advantage if he needs to go against his opponent. He wants to be comfortable that he can. You know, and of course, Shaka over here from the mid game until the late game, it is going to be very powerful. We still need to ask, is all in? Okay, so somebody was missing from the lobby, that's why I didn't see it. Wow, whoa, what is this? Oh, give me a second. I think I disabled something here. Yeah, I tried out something and I disabled this. There we go. That's much better. Let's see the 0 ms. There we go. We're fine. Is Scotland occurring more frequently now than before? Yes, we have a resurgence actually, not because of the new BBG, but mostly because it did start up as so I just realized I didn't actually select my spectator. Usually there is a bit of a fear factor on the player base. So whenever a civilization will get nerfed, for example, Scotland in its amenities in the last version of BBG, it most of the time will be already like linked down there. Like it will be, okay, it got nerfed, we should not play this. Why should we take our time to actually do this? And very few players actually go through that fog of war and actually go forward and say, okay, Robert the Bruce is still good. 16% is still a good, very good bonus, plus the bonuses that he gets. So definitely it's still gonna matter. But not all place. And it is what it is. We have seen quite a lack of Scotland, even though now we may see a resurgence. It's good. It's good. It's good. I gotta say, it actually went into a normal phase. I would say, even if we've seen a little bit more Scotland right now, it kind of went into a normality first. It's one of the civilizations that can definitely shine in some conditions, but it's not as OP or atrocious as you cannot stop it anymore. Looking at, let's see Lege first. Let's take it from the right to the left, because oh, wait a second, I have to do really quickly some things over here. First of all, I do want to start up the prediction, right, for how many remaps. 0, 1, 2, 10 minutes as a submission period. Let's go. I do want to do the same thing also on YouTube. Hello there, Orek. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Let me click on button, start the poll. How many remaps? And we do have a possible answers 0, 1, and 2. And start the poll. There we go. There we go. There we go. So let's see. Lege. We do not have Lege. Oh, there we go. There we go. Lege. So we do have Lege with his possible wine settle over here to the south, and of course he could just settle in place if he wants to. Does have 1, 2, 3 possible 4 pass. Oh, this is nice. 4 possible pastures in the capital, and of course it kind of depends if he settles on the wine tile or not. We're going to need to see him also improve the fish for extra food, and I'm pretty sure he's going to settle that marble at some point. We do see him with a decent amount of coast. Unfortunately, the coast is not that good in terms of in terms of forest or even hills. It's very flat, very flat. This is gonna be painful. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be painful to watch. Even I guess he can get the city if he does manage to get something like God of the Sea, get a city over here and benefit from the other tiles, including one of these salt mines. But other than that, it looks criminal. He could go for the inland, he could go for the cliffs of Dover on the west side. Much better over here on the west side to actually try to get something done. Moving forward, we do need to take a look at Shaka. I saw him in the middle of the land somewhere. There we go, southeast at the corner of the map. We do have him actually with the river started towards the west side. He's gonna have a few 2-2s to work, and I do see a banana here on the right side on his second ring. He's gonna need some gold from his teammates. I gotta say, he's also gonna have quite a few cities that he will get to settle to the west. That's gonna be towards Persia, towards Romrom. Well, they are allies, so that's not gonna be a problem. Actually, more than that, they're gonna have access to coastal trade routes through the Caspian Sea. That's gonna be a lot of gold generated between them with the help of that international route. Moving forward, we do need to take a look at the Romrom spawn. Oh, I mean, this is okay. I mean, you can work some here, like you can definitely work some here, like get a city on the citrus, work a single 2-2, try to buy out a dice tile, and in the meantime in the capital, like work some 2-2s. But where heals, like where sheer amount of heals. I guess since we don't have that many players actually getting heals, this is kind of normal, right? It is kind of normal. KW, good evening and buonasera, Eric Offen. Hello there, sir. Let's take a look here. I mean, I guess, oh my god, no, it is what it is. It is I gotta say, they are playing on lakes, which is with a few special settings. First of all, it is on old age. World age is set to old, so a map with less hills, mountains, and volcanoes. That is a bit of an issue over here. It is what it is. Romrom is gonna have to fight through this. Good thing, at least he's gonna have his internals giving him some extra production over there, some culture, some gold. Yeah, we do have him also with diSTORIA, right, as an ally. So clicking on diSTORIA, let's actually see his base. This is Australia, this is diSTORIA. We do have him settling Karakorum right in front of our eyes, and it looks like he's gonna have quite a few horses around his capital, 2 of them, while his northern city is gonna give him some cocos. By the looks of it, he's gonna have a lot of whoa. What is this? 6-7 plantations in a second city, and he's gonna get the extra gold from each of them. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of gold. I was talking about the economy. I was worried. I mean, I'm not worried anymore with this amount of cocos. Like, yeah. There is definitely also look at the plantations. This is goddess. Like, if there's any goddess of festivals, a perfect spawn, this is it. Like, how many plantations does he have in his initial set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 plantations just in like 2 cities. Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh, I guess 14 because this one doesn't count, right? It's too far away. No, I'm sorry, man. I miscounted one. It is what it is. Anyway, moving forward, we do have Xiffy in the corner of the map to the north of Persia, and of course, Zulu. Zulu is gonna be over here, and he's actually gonna have the opportunity to get some horse scores going against Scotland. I'm pretty sure he can forward settle Scotland with no problems and create quite a few problems for Xiffy. Xiffy does have a continent split to the northwest, and I do see he's gonna benefit from some amenities. I don't want to say some because it's only one. It's only the marble tile that he's probably gonna get at some point, and that's about it from the second continent. Laurasia just doesn't have what he needs. Maybe some fertiles later on if Mogadishu is gonna get big. He needs to invest a few envoys in there to get it big. Sterling is gonna have quite a few stones in the capital, and I do notice he's also gonna get his scout out in one turn. While we do have him with quite a few cities with fresh water, I gotta say these are not bad, the extra cities. Yeah, definitely not bad. West side over there represent. We got some east siders over here. We're going to need to see if anybody's going to try to get a Temenanki, but definitely could be a choice if they do have the goal to invest for those extra tiles at the beginning, specifically in the case of Xiffy. Looking at Lythoxa, we do need to take a look at Montezuma, which is here. It is Montezuma is going to be right to the south of Australia, and I do see him also to the northwest of Romrom. Romrom doesn't really have where to go, so I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, look at this! So guys, you remember I was talking about those 5 movement points that you get on the horses, like 4 base with a +1 from the general. Let's count this up. So assuming the Citrus is gonna be settled and Persia is gonna have a road between that city and his capital city, we do have let's see, 1 to get to the next city, 1 turn to get to the next city, right? Even forward, right? 2, 4, no, it's 5. Then we do have a second one over here on the cattle. Then he's gonna get 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 turns and he gets to Tenochtitlan borders. 3 turns, guys. 3 turns from cap to cap. 3 turns. Of course, that is holding true for Aztec as well. I would assume he is going to settle that Citrus to the east side, and also I would assume he's going to go and back settle here. I do not think he does have the opportunity to get a city to the southeast. Nobody will want this. There's so little production about this land over here. Nobody will probably settle it. I don't know. Maybe later on in the game, maybe on freshwater Citrus style, maybe like there are a lot of possibilities, and if we would have middle student here, I'm pretty sure he would be so happy to settle a non-freshwater 4-food citrus time. But we don't have middle student here, so yeah. Hatians eating good. Yeah. Genghis living the life of luxury. Yes. Looking at Oranssi here, we do need to take a look at Russia. Oh, okay. Let me come back to reality. Like, my initial reaction was like, oh, because I didn't see any forest. Like, where's the forest in this territory? Oh my God. I mean, I guess his initial capital is gonna have a few tutus, and he definitely will have a killer Temple of Artemis. Is that all he needs though? He's gonna have some horses to improve to the southeast, and quite a bit of fresh water here in his other cities. Can definitely keep on settling cities to the east side. But where resources? Like, look at this territory. Where resources? I mean, please let me work 1 tile. I guess when he's gonna grab the sheep tile, he's gonna have a 2-2. Wow. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem over here for Russia. Of course, feed the world is usually preferred by Russia, and we do need to see if he's gonna stay in the tundra. That's not really good quality tundra. The east side, different story. There are quite a few hills over here. There are quite a few forests, and he can definitely keep on expanding. That will put him in the direction of Australia, though. So probably Australia is not gonna like that. They also have a bit of a connection between them, and I'm pretty sure Australia is gonna come closer with at least 1 city on the cliffs of Dover. We do need to take a look at Lotaro here. We do have Engulu Mapu with his 2-2 sheep tiles over here. I do see he's going to have a geothermal fissure that can turn into a, well, next to it, can give the bonus to a +4 campus. We do have him with a +4 harbor if he wants to, and by the looks of it, he's also gonna have some geothermals to the southwest. This is the continent split between the southern tundra and the northern mainland, North and South America versus what is this? Congo Kraton. Okay, now we do have him pumping out his settler. I don't see, and that's why I open up the lens of over here for appeal. I don't really see that many good Shemamuls, even though there is one tile here. That's about it. And yes, you can actually create your own land with for the Shemamuls with the help of the city parks and other improvements, and also abstain yourself from actually improving mines. But that's not usually how Mapuche is being played, right? That's not usually how it works. Anyway, we do have him getting that settled soon, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to settle the west side. Doesn't seem like that cotton tile winks at him. He also found an opponent. We got him with Zulu on the west, and yes, he also has kind of a highway to get those Malo raiders going against Hazaggi quite quickly. But I gotta say, this is probably the worst matchup in the game for Mikado. Those impies should be more than powerful enough to hold on the Mapuche's unique unit. Yeah, hello, sir. Good evening, good evening. Battle Cruiser, how are you doing? Automatic, also good evening, sir. Old map is so brutal indeed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Seems like Russia got exposed by new forest placement BBS. Is it the case, or they disabled it? If I remember correctly, they do not use the new forest algorithm in this BBG version. And I haven't seen the forest algorithm work in... how to say with the new with the alternative BBS. There are like two versions running around here of BBS, and I'm not sure what to make of it. It looks like they're looking and comparing two different styles of doing the same thing, and they have like very close results between each other. So I'm very confused. I'm very confused. It is what it is. I guess I'm gonna need to roll a few more maps, and that's why I was actually having the spectator mode off, because I was trying to roll a few maps to see exactly what's going on. We did have a remap chosen, and I think it is actually SPA that chose to remap, right? Ulyss definitely wanted to play this out. I mean, come on, you have to. Like this, look at the start of Australia. We do have him with already two 4 tiles to work, and another one to get from the horses. He's gonna get the food from the fish. This is gonna be amazing. This start for Australia has so much tempo in it. And yes, I do see him not going for the Cliffs of Dover. Did he even discover the Cliffs of Dover? I want to see this. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay. Well, diSTORIA this thing. Only diSTORIA this thing? Well, anyway. I guess I got a message before...
From the first stirrings of life
beneath
water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come from.
Okay, so let's take it from the other side. Since we took it from the right to the left, let's actually go the other way. Let's take it from the left to the right and see what's going on over here. Persia. We need to take a look at Mikado, right? He's the first one we took a look at. We're gonna take a look at now. We do have him with a possible coffee settle, which I believe he's actually gonna go for. He's gonna be much closer to the other 2-2s, and that definitely makes more sense than staying in place to get a single 2-2 to work without the coffee. We do have him also with multiple other cities. I gotta say, if he settles coffee, he's not gonna settle that marble tile to the south. This is kind of bad when in terms of actual tiles to work over here on the resources. I guess the dice tile is gonna be a better one, but this is gonna be quite a criminal coffee tile over here without any production on it. Anyway, it is what it is. Now we do have him with a decent amount of chops. Appeal doesn't look good. You see the appeal on forest and rainforest, it just does rainforest, it just doesn't look good. Even though he does have some next to the mountains, he's not gonna have the tiles that he would definitely want for his Shemamuls over here. And we do have to see who's he gonna have as opponent. So to the west side, he has Persia. Romrom is probably gonna be his opponent. We do have right side also Scotland. That's gonna be his ally, right? They are allies. That's not gonna be a problem. To the south, nobody. North, nobody. So I guess we do know that's gonna be probably a world altercation between Romrom and Mikado. Both of them actually are gonna settle on, what is this, man? Both of them settled on coffee tiles. I mean, I guess I need more coffee. Battle Cruiser, can you explain what is the point of multiple votes for remap from one team? Is it just technical or something? What if one team go 2-2? So first of all, I can explain from the beginning. They do have one remap token for each team at the beginning of the game. If one team chooses to use the remap token, they will go for another one. The other team will retain its remap token. If both of them are going to choose to remap it, both of them lose their remap tokens, and the map that is going to be rolled next, it is going to be the map that's going to be played out. There are some situations that were deemed worthy of a technical remap, which we haven't seen in quite some time, but we do see it from time to time, depending on the rules of the tournament. So most of the time, basically, the rule says that you need to the rules in like a general sense, they do say that you need to place another 2 cities other than your capital, so basically a total of 3 cities that you're gonna have before shipbuilding. So you do have the opportunity throughout the game to keep expanding and try to acquire more territory. It doesn't say anything about tutus, it doesn't say anything about how to say the exact quality of the land, more about the quantity of the land. What it does, the other mods are helping with this, is the better balanced starts mod actually helps with this a lot. Now I do also want to say that we need to keep on moving and move towards Russia, and there's another subject that I want to say, that there is a condition for technical remaps when it comes to natural disaster. So if you have a natural disaster that lowers your population in a city, so you cannot build your initial settler, which will be catastrophic for your development of the empire, especially in a competitive environment, well, that's actually going to be something that I would say most of the organizers will deem it a bit too much, so they're gonna give it a technical remap. Welcome D Beasley, hello there sir, welcome ma'am, also Salty Capybara, good nabon, I'm just in time, yes ma'am. We do have Oranssi here with 2 turns for a scout, looks like he's gonna have a few 1-4s, and he definitely has another good Temenaki here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these turns that he could actually get towards amenities, not to mention get Goddess of the Hunt and improve all of these deers with an extra food point and some gold points, which is gonna be amazing. We do have him with a few more heals than he had the last time, but I wouldn't really, you know, hold my breath that he's gonna do amazing over here. He definitely can work this territory, and I do see since the last time he doesn't really have an opponent. We do have him to the northeast, I guess, with diSTORIA. That's not gonna be close to him, and I gotta say diSTORIA doesn't really have an opponent to go against. So prepare yourselves. We might actually have some Keshiks going against St. Petersburg. I mean, why not? If you can, why not? We do have to take a look also on Montezuma. He's over here. Tenochtitlan is going to get his 2-2 to work, not to mention a 2-2 base, getting his Eagle Warrior out in 4 turns. And I do see he doesn't really have a close city state to go against. His closest city state is Zanzibar to the west side. That's going to take quite a bit of time to get there with his Eagle Warriors. First of all, discover it. Second of all, send multiple units there to handle the warriors and, of course, bring back the builders. Now, he does have a pretty good second settle over here to the southwest. I'm actually quite curious if he's gonna go coastal or on the river, on the floodplains. I guess both carry disadvantages over here. One less housing, the other one risk of floods. But at least you do have the 2-3-1 spy style in both of them, and of course access to a turtle later on to get an extra amenity. Talking about amenities, he's on a big continent here, and he's gonna have also a second city with the spy styles on the southeast. This is probably the best spawn that I've seen so far. Now we do have Xiffy on Scotland. We do have him with a +3 campus to the southeast of Stirling in the capital city. He's gonna have a single 2-2 to work with a 3-1 ship, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to get another 2-2 here to work. Yes, extra food is worth it, but at the same time, shaving off an extra point of an extra turn from the settler would be better. Now we also have him with quite a few spy styles, and I do notice he's also gonna have a big continent here with a wonder on the west side. The Mount Vesuvius is going to be available for him in the second city. He can get there very quickly, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, Mount Vesuvius settled. 3-3 banana. He's also going to get to use these rivers to try to get as many of those aqueducts, maybe dams also in between, to make those industrial zones. I'm actually quite curious how he's going to decide to use the Government Plaza to increase the adjacency of multiple districts here. Looking at diSTORIA, we do have him to the north of Russia, and yes, diSTORIA is going to have a forest fire. Oh no, a rainforest fire. Oh no. Oh. I feel so sorry for Oranssi. Look at diSTORIA's luck over here. He's actually gonna get so much fertility if this goes on. We know where he's gonna send his second settle, don't we? Like, that stone tile is gonna be insane. He's gonna have so much food and production from these tiles over here. And I gotta say, forest fires, or usually fires, do transmit from one. They have a chance of transmitting from one tile of the same type to the other tile of the same time. So for example, from rainforest to rainforest, from forest to forest, they do not actually change. But anyway, we're going to need to see if this keeps on going. It can definitely go into the hills over here and spread towards the mountains and give him so many more good tiles to use. We do have him also with good campuses to the northwest. The mountains are going to give him that extra adjacency with the geothermal. Not to mention, he's also going to have some +4 base districts there. Now looking at Romrom, let's actually see Persia. We do have Hazaggi with a settle coming up in 3 turns, and yes, I do notice he's gonna have a settle on that olive towards the southwest, in between multiple 2-2s, but also on the maize tile if he wants to go differently here and settle for more food. We do have him with this doesn't look like a continent split. No, it's not. Doesn't look. It's one big continent over here for Romrom. 2 turns for a settler, and he's gonna be to the east, to the west of Mapuche, which of course is going to be his opponent. We did talk about this with their coffee settles at the beginning. We're going to need to see when they will find each other. Oh, they just found each other. Never mind. How did this one actually get so damaged over here? Oh my god. Did he was in the water, probably, like in the next to the river, got flooded. The river actually took care of the warrior, and then when, you know, Persia was trying to get his pants back on and trying to get his shirt back on, there was a wild Mapuche warrior coming in from the outside and doing damage against him. Whoa, that's literally catching him with his pants down. Okay, well, and let's see Hazaggi here, because again, a very impactful nation. Not this time around. We do have him with Ulundi in between so many lakes here, 1 tile lakes, 2 tile lakes. He's actually going to bring back a builder from Kagwana from the north, while he is trying to get his second settle. I'm quite curious, maize tile or jade tile? Maize tile or jade tile? I would assume jade tile, because that's fresh water. So yeah, he also has a 4-1 base. That's a citrus underneath his settle, allowing him to grow very quickly. You see, while others have their capitals barely at 2 population because they're getting settlers out, he's already going 4th. It's big. Well, we do need to see him actually buying out some more 2-2s over here to increase his production capacity. Since he does have the population, he just doesn't have the same quality tiles to use. Check diSTORIA firepower updates. Yes. Fizzled off, man. It fizzled off. I mean, it's still 2 tiles. It's still better, right? That's gonna be a pretty poke banana, but come on, man. Only 2 tiles? Like, what is this? I guess, you know, it was diSTORIA. You have enough. We will just help you for this time around, okay? Okay. Oh my god, yes. This is what it is, making a deal with the forest fire. I guess he called on the gods over here, made some smoke signals, and the gods said, okay, 2 tiles, yes, 2 tiles. I mean, you sent 2 smokes, I sent 2 tiles. The next time, send 10 smoke puffs, and I send you 10 tiles. It rained. Yeah, it rained, you know. Yeah. Easy come, easy go, you know. a huge flood, a plain or pain? I don't know. I guess a huge flood. Pain. Why I'm not surprised to see diSTORIA on a more longer pick. He spent his day to play that. Wait, really? He played all day on Mongolia? Yeah, I mean, I guess when it rains, it pours. Can it stop rain? I'm fed up. Yeah. Okay, so we did have the remap token of SBA already used. I mean, I can actually put up the remap, not the remap, sorry, the teams over here. So on the left side, we do have SBA. Looks like they're going to go for a 3rd map. And I do want to put on the right side Team Ulyss very quickly, and also reveal them over here and try to put them as, you know, as much as possible in the middle, because otherwise I'm going to go crazy. Anyway, that is what it is. diSTORIA, male, yes. He's a very cool guy. He actually talked a lot at the Civ LAN. With him, with Pompey, Sprig, yeah. Battle Cruiser, what should you do with huge rainforest fire on free sim? Should it be Chichen Itza or chop later in the game? Is always better. It kind of depends, to be honest. Like if you have time, because Chichen Itza is not that easy to get. It's very expensive. But yes, I would say if you can get Chichen Itza on a lot of rainforests, get Chichen Itza. The extra culture and production added, it's worth. Although if you did chop and you don't have that many tiles, you might just build a wonder for not only the few bonuses but the era score and maybe some few points in the score screen, and that's about it. It kind of is a decision that you need to make when you see your territory. I'm not even sure how to say, like, okay, you might need like 20 tiles at least or 15 tiles at least, you know. It's very hard for me to say that. We do have Mikado. Let's wait. Let's come back to Lege here. We didn't even get to Lege. Can you imagine? They remapped this. We didn't even get to Lege. Okay, where is Lege? Where is Lege? Okay, not here. Here. Okay, we do have Lege. You know, like this time around, this is it. They can't remap anymore. This is it, guys. They used both of the remap tokens, and let's see the high rollers. We do have actually. Wait, we don't have high rollers. You actually put quite a few points in. Okay, so 2 remaps it is. A complete prediction. Okay, we got this, and also let me put it up on YouTube as well. Also, hello there YouTube. How is everybody doing? Good evening, good evening. Which mode is that with the extended map generation? I like to try it full Tundra map and players Canada to stomp the AI. It's a BBS. It's the normal BBS that actually has been updated with the algorithm for the forest. So if you have BBS on and BBG on, it will give you a forest balancing option, and you can choose if it's on or off. We are not using the BBG update in the beta. No. Hello there, 5 second energy. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Okay, let me finish this poll up. Also 6 pastures. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pastures, 10, 11. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, this is quite good territory for him. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. I don't know what is with this. This is probably the first time I see Leswan Marienses next to the mountains, in between the mountains and the seas over there. It just doesn't look natural to me. Anyway, it is what it is. Now we do need to take a look here at his strategics as well. So not only he's just gonna get his settler immediately, he's also gonna have to get the gold from his teammates to upgrade one of the sheep tiles. With that, he's gonna culture bond the other ones and improve them, and I'm pretty sure he's also gonna want to get some more food here. Yeah, sheep tiles are good for the food. Yeah, no problem. Something is ringing in my brain there. We do have him also with the other settlers that will benefit from cattle tiles or horse tiles around them, not to mention sheep tiles. So pretty good land for Australia. Horses are going to be quite expensive in the third ring to the east. Same can be said about the iron to the northwest in between the mountains. Is also going to have a bit of a problem here actually getting his campuses on the coast. Usually he does want them on the breathtaking tiles, and I'm actually quite curious if he's going to choose to go river or take out that forest. He does need mining for it, which is gonna slow him down a little bit, not too much, a little bit. Of course, builder first, so he can get his sheeps improved. Looking at Shaka, southwest of Australia, they are allies, and it does look like they will also have the opportunity to set up coastal trade routes in the Gulf of Carpentaria. They can actually, Irelunde. We do have Hazaggi over here with quite a few cities to settle to the east to get that gold generation going. But wait, is this gonna be free simming Zulu? Oh my god, free simming Zulu, guys. We got Romrom there to the north, and yes, he's gonna get some trade routes with him at some point, but he can't really get to anybody, does he? Oh my god, look how far he needs to travel to get to Mapuche. Like, this is unbelievable. He needs to get like 6 cities in between him and Mapuche. Unbelievable. Anyway, getting his scout out in 3 turns, we're probably gonna see him go for the sim here, getting his Ikandas, putting down his commercials, getting campuses, and later on in the game, maybe tank armies will come out and smash his opponents. Of course, at that time you can use railroads, you can use balloons, artilleries, and so on. They're more effective and much faster to take take out opponents. In the meantime, he can just help his team with good economy. Well, we do have him with also horses in the third ring towards the east side. We do have him, this makes for the second civilization that actually has horses very expensive. We're going to need to see if he settles closer to them so he can get them in his territory. While his iron is going to be second ring, I'm pretty sure he's going to have that easy to acquire and easy to improve. Looking at Cyrus, we do have him to the north. Pasagarde is going to get a few sheep tiles to improve here, quite a few of them. Also free faith from a dice tile, that's going to be amazing for him. He's going to get to use his +1 production card, giving him probably between 5% and 10% more production in his capital, and more in his other cities. He does have another settle actually on a tobacco tile to the northwest of Pasagarde, and it doesn't look like he has any other better settle than that, so I would assume he's gonna go for the tobacco tile and probably get also the wine tile for good measure over there. Actually, looking at this, he probably has a triangle of cities that he's gonna get to settle in between here. His strategics: 3 tiles for horses, third civ, lack of horses on Team Ulyss. This is a bit of a problem, especially since diSTORIA might actually need quite a few of those horses so he can pump out his armies. Good thing they do have drums of war now. Well, we do have him also with iron in the third ring, where he would probably settle much closer to him, and of course we're going to need to see how he's gonna get everything done here. Looking at diSTORIA, we do have him actually in between his opponents, Stek to the west side, Sterling to the south of Karakorum, and to the east he's gonna have Ngulumapu, Mikado. Karakorum over here. Whoa, wait 1 second. Anyway, since I do have a little bit of a pause, I need to get the cat in because she's crying at the door. Give me a second. Man, she's unbelievable. She just sits at the door over there, and if it's closed, she just starts meowing until somebody opens up. Anyway, we do have Karakorum here with his horses in the capital. At least he's gonna have 3 horse tiles that he can improve, and by the looks of it, the cattle settle towards the north. Looking at his breathtaking appeal, not good. A lot of fresh water, good. And by the looks of it, one big continent. To the west side, he's gonna have access to another continent, but so will Aztec to the east. Now we do have by the looks of it, we do need to see what's going to happen over here between them, but I'm pretty sure Mongolia can try to use his power spike with a lot of horses to go against all 3 of these civilizations to try to make them uncomfortable. We're going to see his success rate here if he does that. Now, looking at Karakorum, and I'm gonna say it's probably not going to be that successful, just saying. We might probably see him just choose one target, probably with Persia, and then against Mapuche, and then try to defend against the others while trying to go for the later on sim. Looking at also Karakorum, he just got animal husbandry, getting it at horses at 2-2. Has access to an iron tile in the north, but that's going to be much closer to that cattle settle. And I do see to the east side, not really good cities. Southwest probably is going to be the best one. I would assume also God of Craftsman is going to be nice for him to get here. We didn't really see somebody with a lot of plantations this time around. Anyway, it is what it is. Looking at Xiffy, we do have him to the southwest of Mongolia, quite far away. He's quite protected by the territory here. He has a river that he could stand behind, but not for long. You can actually see this pathway. There's a one pathway that will allow him to snake his way towards the city of Sterling. Actually thinking about this cap to cap, let's actually take a look here. Check this out. 1, so this is 1, right? 2, 4, 5, 5 to get to the tobacco tile. You get here on the 1-1 crossing the river, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Another one here on the 2-2. So that's 4 turns. 5 over here on the marsh. 6 to get to Sterling. 6 to get to the capital of Sterling. That's actually not a lot of time. That's not a lot of time, and that's taking into account just cap to cap, not the other cities, right, towards the south. Anyway, looking at Sterling, we do have settler coming up in 5 turns, and yes, he's gonna have pretty poor floodplains here. They do get some extra improvements from floods, and you can see he actually has workable tiles. West side as well, a silk tile opener over here with the extra culture coming up from those. I'm pretty sure he will need to think a little bit better how to get all of the cities here so he can benefit from the most tiles around for those population points together. I would imagine also he's gonna settle south in between the mountains, ivory tiles, multiple stone tiles, and of course places for his campuses. It doesn't really have amazing campuses, and I guess this is a big boo-boo. Usually you do want some very good campuses here with Scotland here. Well, we're gonna see. In the tech side, he's going pottery, definitely opening up towards campuses, and maybe he's gonna go towards irrigation first, while after he's gonna get his commercials. Looking at Lythoxa, we do. Oh wait, strategics. Horse tile, third ring out, very expensive, and he can't even get a city there closer to get it unless he settles the aluminium to the northwest and buys the horse tile. He's not gonna get that cheaply. And of course, Arthur's seat might actually just burn. Okay, looking at Lythoxa to the west side of Mongolia, we do have him with cocoa tiles in the capital, a settler coming up in 110, and yes, I do notice he's gonna have some tiles here to the southwest between these lakes. We do have him expanding his vision towards the north, while of course we did take a look earlier. He doesn't really have that big multiple continent split that we're used to like on Aztec. What is happening here, there's definitely a possibility for Australia to do some damage against Aztec also. What? Ce okay. Tenochtitlan getting his settler escorted. I do notice another settler is coming up in 6 turns, and yes, we do have him with a few stone tiles, but only 2 ones. Looking at this, did he just turn around his settler from the north toward the southwest? Oh no, the scout. He actually moved the scout. Never mind. I was thinking, oh my god, he actually turned back his settler. Anyway, we do have him going for that southwestern city, probably on the cattle tile in between the lakes, where well, later on he's gonna get access to some pretty juicy cocoa tiles there. Well, we do need to see how soon everybody else is going to discover him, and what are the plans going to be like. It's definitely Australia that's going to have the opportunity to get those horses very early on against the Aztec, and he already has them improved, so he's acquiring them in his empire. That being said, I do see again the horses of Lythoxa are going to be quite far away. They are going to be third ring out from the city of Tenochtitlan. Looking at Peter, we do need to take a look at quick Peter over here. Where is Russia, and why don't I see it on the map? Oh, I see the blue over here on the map. Well, we do have St. Petersburg actually with Lavras, and I do see Novgorod also got placed down to the south. Only 2 times to work in Novgorod. This is a bit of a problem here. I'm actually quite surprised he got that city there, but I guess he did prioritize getting the freshwater over the non-freshwater. Getting probably the deer tile to the north is going to help him out, but that's going to be expensive. That's 3 rings out, not easy to actually acquire. Anyway, St. Petersburg, we're going to see his faith soon. He does have another settler coming up in 3 turns, and he did not finish his initial Lavra, even though it didn't cost him that much in terms of time. We do have him also with his strategics. Of course, horses non-existent in the tundra. He actually needs to get a city towards the north in the grassland so he can get the horses in his empire. Not to mention, we do have him with the iron right next to his capital, and we of course do have a possibility for him to give that iron and improve it to get to his opponent with units. It seems like Aztec is in every game regardless of map. Yes, it is actually quite used. Aztec is quite a played civilization, I would say. The destroyer has arrived. Yes, good evening, sir. We demand the cat tax. Yes, basically she demanded cat tax. Kick. And now she's trying to get more attention by putting her paw in between the screen and the table and trying to snatch stuff from the other side, you know, than playing with it. God. Anyway, we do need to take a look at Mikado also. Where is Mikado? And okay, there we go. Mikado getting his northern city in Apiremapu. Engulumapu did get will get a settler coming up in 5 turns. And yes, I do see him getting the monument out in 7. While I do notice he's getting a tobacco tile in his capital. I doubt that he's working it, but I do want to check. It's not like he has other good tiles to use, only two tools, while that city is on 30 population. So I would imagine he's making 1 faith point, and it's not because of the God King card. He's using urban planning and getting that extra faith point from the tobacco tile to get his faster pantheon. Now we do also have him getting a builder from Kumasi. He did attack that city state. That's a 3-charge builder that he managed to acquire. And yes, Kumasi did go onto a rage over here, getting his warriors next. We do need to see also what how they will deal with Kumasi. I would imagine they're actually going to take that city down at some point. I'm actually very curious if it is going to be Zulu who's going to do it or not. Zulu does have this natural border to the east side of his empire, and I'm pretty sure Aztec is going to have a hard time actually passing around it. Looking back on the cities of Mapuche, he does have his sources right next to the capital. That's very easy for him to improve access to mountains for some good campuses. And this time around, I do want to take a look at his appeal. He does have a few Shemamul places, but again, not really amazing for that unique improvement that gives him culture for Mikado here. It is what it is. Plenty of horses. Yes, Crispo. Good evening, sir. The ponies are coming. Looks like Mongolia is going to get 3 versus 1 in the future. You think Mongolia is going to get 3 versus 1? I think Mongolia wants to get 3 versus 1, to be honest. Like with so many Kesheks, oh my god. And he went for God of Craftsman. He already knows about his horses here. He's going to get these 3 tiles improved, 2 for 1s. And yeah, I mean, this looks like a pretty nice tempo over here for Mongolia. I'm pretty sure you don't pick Mongolia to be peacemonger, right? You don't pick Mongolia to be a peacemonger, you pick it to go stomp opponents. I love to see Mongolia defend 3 civs. Yes, yes. Okay, we got some more pantheons here. Probably Russia did pick up a pantheon, right? Yeah, he did. Dance of the Aurora. Whoa, this is so, I mean, oh my god, this is something we haven't seen in such a long time. And thank you so much, D. Beasley. Thank you, sir. Tier 1 sub. Let's go. Automnatic. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. You pick Mongolia to share the love with the ponies. Yes, the great pony love. Well, we do have... we do need to take a look at the others, right? What did they pick, and who's actually going to get some bonuses? Well, it looks like Australia is starting up on his campuses. He put a +2 over here. No, sorry, that's a +5 next to Hobart. I didn't take a look at his breathtaking appeal earlier. We do have him improving his horse tile to the east, and I'm actually quite surprised he didn't finish the job with the cattle. I guess he did consider that he already has good tiles to work, and he's going to get the 3rd improvement on the sheep tile. Well, he does need early empire, and probably that's going to be his first choice to go for. We do have him with a boost. Early empire is coming up in 4th turn, since he already has his 6 population in total, and he definitely wants the sheep. Well, he needs to spend some gold to get the other sheep as well. Is he gonna? I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna get his campus over there. So he wants to culture bomb this to get the campus on the sheep tile, right? Well, we do need to see also when what kind of technology he's going for. Archery coming up in 5 turns. Okay, not going immediately for commercials here. He is actually going for horseback riding, and I'm actually quite curious if he is going to try to get some attack over here, some sort of push against Lythoxa. Still no pantheon. The builder is coming back home. Mongolia, yeah, God of Craftsman opening up with 2 encampments, and I do notice diSTORIA is gonna put another city towards the north. Funny how he put the encampment to the west, so this warrior of Scotland doesn't see it. Kick. Look at this and look at this. He doesn't see it. He doesn't know about it, right? He doesn't know. And well, now he knows about the other one, but he doesn't know about the first one. Well, we're going to need to see a unit here to try to push back the Scottish warrior so he can start improving his horses. Yes, he got a pantheon, but that also does require improvements on his tiles. But when is it gonna be the Civ finals? The Civ finals will probably be in June or the early July, I believe, end of June probably. Because in late April we start. May it's gonna be May. It's gonna be probably the group stage. Then we're gonna have the playoffs for another month. So yeah, my best estimate would be probably the beginning of July actually, like first 2 weeks of July probably. Okay. No more pantheons. It looks like they're not picking their pantheons that fast. They're not picking their pantheons that fast. We do have Aztec deploying another city towards the southeast, and I gotta say, even if he does have Cocos here, it's not like he has very good production tiles. He does have the gold, but he does need to get his builders to improve plantations so he gets another point of production. Hey, can you postești tu liniștită, te rog? Așa un pic? No? Okay, I guess no. Cat tax and then woo! Ran away. It is what it is. Okay, Persia. Okay, Persia, Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Well, on the city of Tushpa, he is gonna have his 2-2 base with an interesting maze style. But to be honest, I guess it is gonna be a little bit worth it. But I'm actually surprised he went for this instead of City Patrian Goddess. Oh well, it is what it is. Maybe somebody else really wants a City Patrian Goddess. And to be honest, the land to the southeast does make it more worth with Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. But I don't think it's that worth. Anyway, 3-2 tiles, 2-1 tiles over here to get to improve. Yeah, can work. Hey, not the wires, not the wires. Come on, not the wires, not the mouse. Leave the mouse alone. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Zulu open up with Ikandas, only one from what I do see. Babanango did not to put one down. He's going to expand to the north and get his iron and improve pretty soon, getting monuments for the extra culture, and of course a builder from Babanango to keep improving his stuff. I'm actually quite curious if it doesn't have enough gold to actually buy these tiles, but it looks like they do. They are giving all the gold to diSTORIA though, because he does need to get a unit to actually stop this warrior. This slinger might work. The problem is the slinger does die quite quickly to a warrior if it starts to get attacked. So I would imagine he's not going to be that happy with a single slinger to go against the warrior. Do you have access to gossips as a spectator? Gossip. You're referring to this one, gossip over here? Yes, I do have access to gossip. What are you thinking of? Hey, this is mine. All of the pantheons, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Do you even have the pantheons? No, only targeted by war, and that's about it. Anyway, Zulu got that improvement. Iron, he's gonna get that city to the north. Interesting that he wanted to kill the tile there, but he wants to be a bit closer to his dice style. Why not have the faith for 3, you know? It's faith, it is free. Well, we do have also Mapuche starting to get his horses improved, and looks like he did improve his first amenity too. He's gonna want to get as many amenities. Everybody wants to get as many amenities. Not only that, but also doubles. Usually when you have Scotland in the game, the players will try to give their amenities early on to Scotland so he can activate his bonuses and give him a much better tempo. You do see the opening here with campuses coming out from Stirling, while I do see Edinburgh is gonna work on a Temenanki. It's 10 turns away from finishing, and he did choose City Patrian Goddess. Okay, so basically they denied Xiffy. Whoa, they didn't even see him and they denied him. Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, kick W, man. Anyway, I guess it's fine. There aren't that many times that will not get the bonus. It's fine. Now we do have the city affair with traders coming out in 4 turns, and yes, he does have this volcano to the north that will give him quite a few more times to improve. I gotta say, it's not like he can actually keep on settling towards the west, especially since Aztec took a city here very, very close to him. We do need to see how Lythoxa is gonna start to expand towards the west and towards the north, because this is, well, he's kind of clumping up on Scotland here. We do need to see also, wow, I'm actually a bit surprised. Does he even know about the, I think he knows, right, about the silver right to the west side? Yeah, he knows. He doesn't know about the second one, but he knows about one. Well, it is what it is. Let's see, more pantheons. We do have Aztec getting Magnus in Turners, and yes, he's probably going to open up with commercials. We do see him going for irrigation. He got a builder, and he's going to start improving those cocoa tiles I was mentioning earlier. Looking at this though, Australia got his horse pillaged, and he did go for his God of Open Sky. He definitely has quite a few of these pastures that would require improvements, and he's going to be quite happy to give them up. We do have also the campus being settled next to the mountains. That's a +6 campus in Geelong, giving quite a bit of a boost over here to Lege when he's gonna finish it. Of course, the +5 and the +6 are gonna be amazing. Not to mention Canberra did put one down. That's only a +2. He wants to get as many of these as possible. Actually, wait, is that from Adelaide or Canberra? Canberra. That is from Canberra. Well, 4 turns away from finishing. He's gonna get that science very, very quickly, and I would imagine courses are gonna be quite close to getting to Lythoxa cities. We do need to see, of course, when he's gonna get an encampment down to try to get a general. It does look like he's not gonna have a general first of all for in the beginning part of the game for the classical units. Well, we do have next. Let's see, Zulu, did he get one? No, but he did buy that dice style for the free faith. Magnus in Undi, Ikanda got put down. I gotta say, he actually chopped the May style. He chopped the May style for the extra gold and probably gave it to his ally. Where is his ally? Here, right? He got it to his ally, to diSTORIA, so he can push back the warrior. We do have the first encampment finished, second encampment coming up soon, and of course a builder from Karakoram to get all of those production points extra on him. He's getting one from Choir, and I gotta say, he's not actually not the computer. Not the computer. Yes, I have a little kid that likes to poke stuff. What are games like on lakes? Seems easier to defend. I think it's harder to defend actually on lakes. It's much easier to actually go against your opponent here. Also, I thought you can see pants. Well, I can see pants. You can see my pants or their pants or whose pants? All of us pants. Yeah, all the pants. Okay. Oh, opening with campuses over here on Sterling. We said earlier that Temenanki is going to give him a decent amount of faith. I do have to say he's not going to get them built quite early, so might actually miss that commercial timing. Of course, he's still going for irrigation, and we do need to see if he's going to want to get his Gavron Plaza or his other one here, his commercial here. We do have Aztec goddess of festivals. He's gonna get the extra culture on each of these improved plantations, and yes, he did actually get attacked over here next to the borders of Australia after he did go for the hordes of Australia. Li Yang opener in Canberra. We do have him getting his traders out for the extra production, and already is starting to make 20 science and 7 culture, while we do have Lythoxa only on 6 and 9. I say break glass when ready, you know, break glass when ready. Well, I do see Romrom getting a few slingers of his own, starting to improve his resources and benefiting from that lady of the reeds and marshes on 1 city. Well, at least it's better than no city. I'm actually a bit surprised he's not spending some gold from Tushpa, so he can get another 2-2 over there. He's working the 1-2-2, and you can see he's growing his population very slowly. He definitely would need to get another 2-2 over there for the extra food. Pantaloons. Picture of pants there works too. Oh, pantheons. Okay, pantheons. I mean, pantheons. Yeah, you know, potato. Is it even good at the Menanki for Scotland? Well, he's gonna get some science there, so I guess all in all, it is gonna give him something. He's gonna have quite a bit of, I would say, quite a bit of extra science and food from these tiles. Not to mention production. I want to say it's amazing. It would have made, like, if he would have managed to get Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, he would have had another 2 cities at least here, because otherwise they just don't have enough production on these stars. They have a lot of food, but no production to build anything. So unless you take the I pay for everything approach, this is not going to work properly. Atena, te dau afară. Păi, potolește-te. Te ceri cu mine? Yeah, she's what can I say? It is what it is. Okay, early traders coming out from Scotland towards the capital. We do need to see more settlers coming out from Lythoxa. The 4th and the 5th are already on the way. While I do notice there is an eagle warrior from Lythoxa getting very close up and personal with the Australian archer, able to actually punch through him and get a builder. You can see it does have 82% chance of actually converting that archer into a builder. The eagle warrior will need to first move, and I'm pretty sure you do have Lege shift entering away from him. We're gonna need to see how this other Aztec warrior, scout is gonna get behind the Adelaide and try to get some more pillages done. Definitely I would say Lege needs more units. We do have diSTORIA going for his horseback riding in 9 turns, and he still is trying to handle the warrior next to his capital and trying to push him back from his encampment. Did he just get a promotion? Did Xiffy? No, he didn't actually. It wasn't just the scout just the archer that got a promotion. Even though he did build this city of in the city of Squire builder, he can't actually get it on the horse tiles to improve them until he deals with the warrior of his opponent. We do have him getting also that builder from Karakorum, which is just gonna go into that horse tile and improve it. While I do notice he's still 3 population in his capital, not that big of a city. Moksha is gonna be established in the city of Squire, and yeah, there we go. Finally, the 2-for-1s are starting to activate. It took a long time, but at least he is getting that extra production going. Now Australia can try to feed his archer for a free builder. Yeah, I guess feed the archer, bro. Anyway, looks like the eagle warrior cannot actually get next to the archer. If he goes next to the archer, I'm pretty sure Australia is gonna nail it. He's gonna take it out. Well, slowly but surely, he's just gonna keep on moving out with his archer. Did we miss a Pantheon? I guess we still have a Pantheon to improve here on Zulu. While he's getting a few more builders, he did build his Ikandas. Didn't go for his barracks or stables in his Ikandas. I don't see any of them getting built over here. While he is going for currency, he's gonna put down those commercials quite quickly to get the trade routes going. And I would imagine after the wave of builders, he's gonna start getting wave of settlers. And of course, put on the card. He's only on 8 science and 8 culture, but it's not that far away from everybody else, including Mikado, which is 8 and 8 next to Persia. Well, Mikado here did also open up with his 2 encampments. I do see a third one actually. Oh, diSTORIA is doing the same thing to Mapuche. Exactly what Scotland did to Mongolia. That's diSTORIA doing to Mapuche. It is what it is, right? Fajnial, do you still want me to recap? Because, you know, recap. I mean, you did ask for a recap earlier, but I was kind of in the middle of opening up the game. There was really nothing that much happened before that. I can actually, wait a second, I can actually give you back the points so you don't feel like you got manage moderation, request queue. Atena, dă-te la o parte. Dă-te la o parte de acolo. Hai, te dau afară. Hai, Atena. Nu, ai voie. Hai. I'm sorry, this is just gonna be terrible if I don't do this, so I'm gonna actually let her cry outside. Give me a second. I mean, that's kind of a disaster waiting to happen if she starts doing that. She saw that I'm interested in keeping her away from that, so she's just pushing that. So no, let's not play that game right now. We do have still Mongolia here, and it doesn't look like the moment he can be pushed out. Oh, he just left. Never mind. He left of his own accord over here. I think he could have still stayed at least 1 or 2 more turns to delay over here Mikado from getting that. Anyway, he delayed him enough that he's gonna need to choose between the settler and the encampment. And as you can see over here, Mikado's build queues are a little bit skewed. Well, he's getting his access from Ngulumapu, and then I'm pretty sure another settler will pop from his cities. We do have also finally Mongolia getting, oh my god, finally Mongolia. I mean, wasn't diSTORIA getting the previous one anyway? Like, wasn't diSTORIA actually the one that earlier got the forest fire? This time around, the gods just decided, okay, diSTORIA, you have our blessing. Go, my son. Destroy. Oh my god, yeah. Recap. Whoa. Let me get to the last one. 8 minutes ago. I'm sorry. Refunded. There we go. Refunded, sir. There we go. I think I did it. I think I nailed it. Yes, Fajnial, I think I did it. It's fine. You got the points back. Also, Athena denied Michael's enchantment. Yes, encampment for a few turns. Yes. Anyway, it is what it is. Temenaki coming up next turn from Edinburgh. We do have Liang already plugged in. I do see we do have Air finishing up his campus. This one as well. He doesn't have a third one. Of course, Temenaki is going to give him the extra science there, but unfortunately, it might actually, well, he might actually not get district discount here. He's getting his state workforce and he's already gonna have 2 of these built. Anyway, we do have horseback riding in 5 turns from him, and yes, he's working a 3-3 horse style there in the north. I do see him needing those next cities, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna start building from Edinburgh and of course his capital city alongside that. Gavron Plaza coming up from Tenochtitlan being put to the south, giving him 2 very good commercials. We're 1029 and we should actually take a look at the city states. 2 times is not just lucky, it's calculated. Kved is also asking, is it even legal to have such a fire? Yeah. Let's take a look over here. Taruga with Mitla and Nalanda will be appearing in the game for the science city states. We do have also Kumasi, Rapa Nui and Namadol for the culture, while I do notice Bandar Brunei is going to be the one with commercial bonuses. Looks like Brussels, Hong Kong and Buenos Aires will be providing some extra production, not to mention those other bonuses. For example, amenities here, Buenos Aires is pretty good. Now we do have Vatican City and Jerusalem for the faith cities. Civs, I guess Russia is going to be very happy when he's gonna see these city states over here. I don't see anyone next to him, but I guess it doesn't matter. He has Jerusalem in the north. Oh, Vatican City, he knows about both of them over here in the north. So, and that's about it. We don't have we don't have military city states in the game, none whatsoever. And it looks like Kumasi actually entered the rage over here. Kumasi is gonna get 5 warriors and start scouting for that builder, but they're going into the wrong direction. The builder went west and they're going east. It is what it is. Maybe one of them got confused, you know. We do have Gavron Plaza coming up from Ngulumapu, building up that encampment soon, and then went them up as well. And there goes the district discount. It is what it is. Anyway, now we do have wine tiles 223s here getting improved, and of course Mapuche is going to want to get those amenities. Since Edinburgh got the Temenaki, he's going to get the extra production on these tiles, but looking at his amenities, he's not really hitting that +3 at the moment, not getting the extra 8% plus his own bonuses from Scotland. If you take a look at Scotland here as bonuses, you do have happy cities receive an additional +5, so that's a 30%, and +5 production, not to mention it will double for ecstatic, so you can definitely get so many bonuses. Ooh, +26, is it +26, right? 26%, imagine 26%. I have seen him with the most disgusting Mindiscan Krakatoa. Should rename us Disaster. Yeah. Well, I gotta say, Karakorum also got smashed by one of the volcanoes. It looks like Korgo was was telling diSTORIA, no, okay, not now. Hold yourself, hold your horses. We're gonna take a little bit of time before we go against Scotland. Now we do have Governor Plaza coming up in 2 turns from him, and yet he's getting his orders as quickly as possible. Looks like it's probably gonna be one of those drums of war picks over here for diSTORIA. While he can definitely get some more cities in the south, he needs to let this land recover for a few more turns. We don't have him with the 4th and the 5th settler. As you've seen, most of the other civilizations are going for their 4th and the 5th settlers, and looking at Persia, I don't see him doing that either. We do have only whoa, neither is Zulu. Okay, so Australia is the only one that went 4 cities. Okay, and he's getting an army of builders. Mapuche going for his encampment training projects. Looking at this, Zulu is 4 points per turn. Mongolia is 3. And wait, give me a second, because I think I need to actually do something here. There we go. and take a look at what did happen. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, first Great Merchant, we do have Zankian. It looks like also in the scientist screen, the Hypatia was not picked up and it's not even available for them. Australia is making 3 points a 10 while Scotland is on 2. Looking at the religion, we do have the religion of Russia. Feed the world with lay ministry, nothing deviating out of the normal pathway for Russia here. I would imagine he's also going to get that Temple of Artemis for the extra food and amenities in the cities. And of course, you do see that Novgorod still didn't buy out that deer tile. It's still working on only 2 tiles, even though it's 3 population. Oof, that's maybe he actually switched this mine. Yeah, this is actually for Novgorod, so he's using 3 tiles. That's kind of catastrophic though. Where's his 4th, 5th? Where, you know, like all of the other ones. Anyway, now we do have him also choosing his Golden Age bonus, and I'm pretty sure we're going to need to take a look at all of them. Mikado going drums of war. Looking at the generals, he's probably gonna get a general here. Zulu is 2 turns out from getting his, while Mikado is gonna finish one of his encampment training projects next turn. We do have we do have also Mikado with 12 science and 27 culture, 13 gold at 10 only, and 47 points of production at the beginning of the game. Oranssi on Russia, he's only going to be on 6 science with 11 culture as usual. We do have the face civilizations slowing down a little bit at the beginning with their stats because of their faith investment. He does have 33 faith with 32 production. He just chopped the Temple of Artemis, giving him those amenities over here in St. Petersburg. He's right now on +3 level. Solikamsk and Novgorod are 0 at the moment. Now we do have also Oranssi picking up his monumentality golden age, so he has the ability to suspend the faith to get some builders and settlers. I would imagine he does want to get these as quickly as possible, and yes, we do see him even chopping settlers out as quickly as possible. Looking at Lythoxa with Montezuma, he's getting his ancestral hall in 4 turns, a 4th city towards the south, where he does have multiple cocos to improve. He did choose Goddess of Festival, so this land over here is going to give him not only a lot of gold, but also a lot of culture. I'm actually quite curious exactly how he's going to get his settles done soon. Anyway, now we do have him also needing to get that 5th city towards the north. Looks like he will be able to settle it way before the ancestral hall is gonna finish. I'm actually quite curious, where is he gonna go for here? Is he gonna wanna go for that one? Why didn't he go for this one? I have this question because this would be a pretty poke pyramid, and I would imagine he's in a pen brush and voice, so he's feeling kind of safe, even though he's not. Yeah, he's feeling kind of safe, I gotta say. Australia, the closest timing that Australia can apply on him is probably going to be coursers. The thing is, he's only on 8 science, while Lege is already on 33. That's a problem. 4 times more than 4 times the science. That is a problem. Oh, wait a second. He's on 42 and 36. I mean, that tempo is a little bit hard to catch up on. And Lythoxa is not going to get stats anytime soon, right? He's still going to need to get his commercials, build campuses, get settlers. Like, we're talking about 20 turns from now, he's going to get a bit more science. Now looking at Xiffy, Pen Brush and Voice, Golden Age, 19 science and 17 culture on Scotland, and yes, he's getting that 4th settler out. Is he actually gonna forward settle Mongolia? Oh, I think he's gifting Mongolia a city here. I think he's gifting Mongolia a city. Lege seems so consistently good. Yes. Is Russia free sim even a thing in this meta? Yeah, I would say yes. Do you think anything will change? Buildings are too expensive to waste slot. Tiles were already good. Buildings, tiles, buildings. I'm not sure what your what buildings or what tiles are you talking about. Yeah, forward settling Mongolia. Yes, we actually have Xiffy getting an archer out, and oh my god, look at the Mongolian scout over here just sitting on his campus, reaping the benefits of burning the library. He's just gonna, oh my god, this is gonna be so toxic. So diSTORIA is just gonna pillage it. The next turn he's gonna move here on the cattle tile out of the range of the archer, and then whenever the city is gonna rebuild the campus, he's just gonna go back, pillage it, you know, last move, first move, get out. It is gonna be so toxic for Xiffy. Anyway, oh my god, and volcano explodes again. Multiple tiles that were improved will need to be re-improved. That's a problem. Well, the forest fire did set up shop over here. diSTORIA is going to get his fourth city out towards the south, and he's returning a city from Karakorum. He didn't actually get his government plaza building yet, and I would imagine he's going to be very happy to benefit from the extra yields that this forest fire made for him over here towards the south of his empire. While now he's getting, yeah, there we go, this massive expansion of settlers. He did say it's better to go for World's Throne at this point and get that settler out next from another city. diSTORIA is in terms of war. He's getting more production towards military units, not to mention production and culture for his encampments and their buildings. We do have him also with 10 science and only 21 culture. I wouldn't say his next door neighbor Robert the Bruce is gonna have an advantage at the moment, but I guess we will see him benefit from a general, while Scotland will not get one early. We do have for Mongolia here just one turn away from recruiting a general. Until now we got Zulu and Mapuche securing one. Actually, Mapuche definitely needs one over here between two civilizations, two very aggressive civilizations. But I would say Montezuma would have needed one also. We're going to need to see how aggressive or not aggressive Australia is going to be here with him. To be honest, he should be a bit more aggressive. It's quite easy to chop those tiles here in Canberra and get the yields. I do have to notice Canberra didn't actually use a governor yet. So we might be looking here at internal trade routes after he's getting his Liang parks all over the place. Definitely wants to keep up his citizens' happiness. He's on +6 right now. While Xiffy, by the way, Xiffy is on 0. Scotland is getting 0 bonuses from his abilities. That is a problem. That is a big problem for him. And it's not like he didn't improve his resources. He does have silk tile and cocoa tiles, but he just doesn't have, you know, Temple of Artemis kick or parks or amenities from his allies. And this is actually a question. His allies should give him as many amenities as possible, right? He does have a continent split, so 8 possible amenities there. Looks like another one on the eastern continent. Mapuche is going to be on the white continent with a bit of a red continent here, and it looks like whoa, who's the fourth one? Peter, right? Peter is red continent, so Peter can give him some resources. We do have yeah, we should be able, he should have some extras from his allies. I guess they didn't have enough improved to give him. He's trying to get an encampment training project from Edinburgh. There's only one single general available for them, so there is a possibility that he's gonna get countered here by Zulu. You do see that Zulu's in 3 turns he's just gonna passively get this Shunzu general. We're gonna see. If only he had 0.1, he would have gotten it in 2 turns. Anyway, settlers 2 turns out from Zulu's territory. He's getting actually ooh, this is an army of settlers. Did he get his government plaza with ancestral hall here? Yes, he did. And now he's catching up on the production he invested earlier, putting off these settlers and getting some more builders and improvements. And now he's gonna start spamming out these cities, getting as big as and as quick as possible to try to be competitive next part of the game. We do have a commercial opening from Persia. Persia did go for a Penbashe voice Golden Age. Oligarchy is his poison, while we do have 18 science a turn with 34 culture for Romrom. He's making 49 gold a turn right now at this moment in time with Persia, and I gotta say he put down quite a few perides benefiting from the extra culture and gold, not to mention a bit of production there. Now we do have diSTORIA, by the way, in terms of what we did say. Hazaggi, 12 science and 19 culture, 15 gold a 10 with 53 production. He's going for that northwestern settle towards Nalanda, while I do see he keeps on building settlers from his cities to expand as quickly as possible. He did manage to pick up fertility rights as a pantheon, so these improved wheat tiles, or I guess it doesn't matter if they're improved or not. Rice tiles, wheat tiles, and maize tiles will get an extra point of food on them, making his cities able to grow a little bit faster. We do have also Lege, 44 science and 47 culture. I do see him going for his engineering in 3 turns, and that is on the pathway towards those castles, towards the coastas. We do have to see over here if he's gonna go machinery, either working machinery, castles, printing. This is the bottom 3. We will probably see him put down a few aqueducts for good measure, so he can get his industrial zones afterwards, and I don't really see him putting down an encampment. So I would imagine that courser timing that I keep on mentioning might not happen at all. Like, to be honest, it looks like he's more interested in settling cities and getting everything else out. And I guess we're gonna need to see at the 7th population what is gonna be his choice. One big choice that he's making, he's not going for harbors, he's actually discovering commercials, and I gotta say this is probably better because he doesn't need to discover an extra district type. He would have needed commercials anyway. He would have needed currency to go for apprenticeship and get education. This is a must. So getting a harbor is just an extra district type that you need to take into account for your district discounts. Cool Whip, good evening sir and welcome. Wait, Battle Cruiser, seems like you don't see replies on the chat. Do you see it different? Do you see it different when we are talking to each other? So chat should be the same for viewer and streamer. Wait. No, I do see, but it's I need to turn my head. I'm sorry. Wait, one sec. I'm catching up. Chris Mo, also good evening, sir, on YouTube. The last message I read was photo settling Mongolia, right? Brave or crazy for Scotland. Eric Coffin is saying, KW there. Gelukshan built Australia's Wallace throne. No, his ancestral hall. Chichen Itza city there for later on for Mongolia. Yes, this is probably going to be a big Chichen Itza if he can get there. He did manage to get an engineer here, and he rolled the second one. He denied the general. He is going to have a military engineer to create pathways easier for his horses to go towards his opponent. While I do notice already Xiffy is feeling the pressure here, and he started putting a spearman in production, then switched away. Why building wonders when horses are this juicy? There we go. Battlecruiser knows the way. And why do you say I don't read chat? I see you or replies. Do you see it different? I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. Harvard scientist for Australia. Wait, no. It's Euclid, mathematics and one random technology. The main advantage with Australia is the 3 houses if you're on the coast, so you don't need the lighthouses that much. That is true. That is also true. You do want the gold, so I guess commercials does definitely make sense over here. Okay, so 75 science Lege with 55 culture. We do have him basically in another league. He's making as much science as his opponents combined. Let's see, 48 is this? No, 44 plus well, 46 now, plus 1157, and then you do have another 1370. He's actually making more than his opponents combined. More science than his opponents combined. Wow, not enough culture though. He needs more culture. What is this? I mean, you know, get big, bro. Well, what is this no culture gameplay over here from Lege? Only 55? I mean, bro, you need to be better than all of your opponents combined, like you did it in the science, you know. Horizon 404, good evening, sir. How? I mean, Old Triangle, also good evening, sir. No, I mean, to be honest, look at these campuses, man. He's on 12 already with the double card. He's on 12 science campuses in multiple cities. Like, this is a plus 10 over here, 12 and another 12. 4 plus 12s. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. Horses, 130 horses from Canberra, more than decent enough production for here at city center. He's getting Magnus plugged in, and he will have the opportunity to start chopping over here. We should have him on the feudalism timing, so he's gonna start getting the pre-builds for his builders and getting them out to improve chop every one of his lands there. What are the Russian beliefs? Feed the world with lay ministry. Lege gets streamer Godspawn. Yes. Oh, sorry, it was Scotland. Scotland, you mean? Wait, you're asking about Scotland? Well, wait, what did you... oh, rush shipbuilding with that. Oh, yeah, he needs to rush shipbuilding here in Edinburgh. But wait, he actually managed to take care of it. diSTORIA wasn't paying attention, and he probably got his scout in the fire range, in the range of the fire of that archer. Oh well, it is what it is. Now we do have Mongolia's military engineers getting that pathway towards the south from his capital, and I do notice this one didn't get finished, by the way. The mine does not have a road. He definitely needs the road on the mine, but anyway, I guess he doesn't care that much. Is it a flat tile or a hill tile? I think it's flat. Yeah, it's flat. It's fine. It's all good. He could actually just ignore it. Anyway, we do have more settlers being sent to the north, and yes, he's getting the builders. I do see Pingala settled in the northern city for a bit more science, only on 16 and 23, while Xiffy is 28, 32. I do notice the moment he's getting his apprenticeship in 3 turns and going for the feudalism. We do need to see when is he gonna start getting those out, actually, those units out. He can keep on settling towards the west side, right in the face of Scotland, and of course needs to find a way to pass through the mountains to actually get to the cities of Scotland. It's not like Xiffy here is going to have that big of an army, but he will try to get a general for the medieval era. Now, we do have over here Scotland with 33 points right now in the bank, and of course the possibility to start rolling some more points from the projects. Now, looking at Lythoxa, he's also getting his traders out and the campuses. We were talking about how late he is on the science, especially since Lege is already like 6 times more science than Lythoxa. He's susceptible to attacks when it comes to those courses, and we do need to see if that is actually going to be Lege's strategy. He can definitely rush somebody with this amount of science. What I do notice at the moment, he's just putting cities more into the southeast, and from what I do see, he's trying to use these cattle tiles for the extra production bonus. To be honest, this city would be amazing if he settles it even on the marble tile, gets 1 horse, improves it, gets the other horse, and then gets the cattle tile towards the north, and of course a marble just for good measure there. I don't think... Oh, he does have a marble tile improved here. Anyway, we do have him establishing that Pingala in Adelaide, and I do have to mention now in this meta, you do have Pingala third on the western bank with the Eureka's improvement actually giving you the extra science on the library, the science on the university and research labs. That's quite a bit more science that you get on a single campus, not to mention getting the more great people from the first promotion on the left tree. You can also get a crazy free inquiry on Australia with high appeal on your commercials. Yes, I still remember some my custom where some Maori player had campuses, harbors, commercials that was sick. Yes, but afterwards it's really painful. As a noob, if I were Lege, I'd go straight to space. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna see what Lege is gonna choose here. Ulundi still getting settlers out. Okay, east side, north side, south side. He's also putting down in entertainment complex in Erelundi. That's his capital city, where he does have Magnus plugged in and a few chops. I do see at least 4 chops that he could benefit from. 3 of them are actually in the first 2 rings, while he's going to spend some gold for the other ones. He might actually even entertain the thought of taking down Brussels here. It is kind of in his way, you know, towards the west side, but still has such a long way to go towards Kumasi, and he started expanding towards the other direction, so I would imagine it's going to be a little bit tougher to actually get to Romrom. Now we do have Romrom also expanding his trader count, and yes, I do notice he's gonna have decent amount of science at the moment, 25 with 40 with 82 production. Those traders are definitely helping out quite a bit, but I gotta say he only has 2+1 at the moment, while he's gonna get his Wallows throne in 2 turns. He's definitely feeling the pressure of his next door opponents with wait a second, Mapuche over here. Isn't Mapuche his... Oh no, he's not his ally. We already have Mapuche with general sending his units towards Persia, while I gotta say Persia has no pre-builds, no warrior over here to upgrade towards the west of Bakhtri, even though Rapa Nui is probably going to be taken quite quickly. You do see the line of units that are being dispatched to deal with the Persian threat. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is way bigger of an army to go only against Rapa Nui, right? It's definitely going to go there. What do you think nowadays with current BBG? Is it harder or easier in average game go to space compared to vanilla? It's easier, much easier. Much easier. Cool Whip, yes sir, let's get the prediction. Yes, I saw it earlier, but I wanted to go through all of their golden ages first. I'm sorry. Who will win? We do have SPA versus Ulyss. 30 minutes for prediction over here, and I do want to put it up really quickly also on YouTube, and then reset my chats on the west side. Let's see, start a poll. Who will win? And then we do have Ulyss and SPA as options. There we go. Put the points in, everybody. Let's go. I gotta say, we're also coming very close on YouTube to hit that 4,000 mark on subscribers, and I gotta thank each and every one of you for joining me on this trip. Not to mention, I do want to say thank you so much for leaving a like right now. If you enjoyed the show, let's give it a like over there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, resetting my screens over here so I can see what's good. Okay, so Rapa Nui, well, not gonna be anymore. We do have Mikado actually starting to push forward towards Persia. Persia is gonna need to respond here with some units to close this, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna need to keep on closing in the north as well as directly to the west. That one tile choke on the iron tile, he should be more than fine to just sit there and use an immortal to stop any kind of attack. Encampment training projects coming up from diSTORIA. I do see he's getting finally that city in the Bay of Arauco, so he can get the benefits of multiple improved tiles by the forest file. While looking at his production capabilities, diSTORIA is 67 production. Xiffy is already on more than double the amount of science and almost double the amount of culture, with a bit more production also. It looks like Scotland managing to get more cities out did help him out a bunch, while we do have Mongolia lagging a little bit behind. But again, the power spike of Mongolia is coming up soon, especially since he does get stirrups in 7, and he's gonna get his unique unit, his Keshek to build, not to mention getting getting to use his general around then. We're probably gonna see him need to get some knights. The problem is the gold. Do they have the gold? Yes, they should have the gold. 69, 17, 35 and plus 3 from diSTORIA should be more than enough. Is there a prediction option for just Lege? If he goes to space or attacks his opponent, I guess. 12,400 can get 1,200. Easy peasy, Battle Cruiser saying. Yeah. They can actually have a chance with a cultural victory if every fight will be okay. Yes. And we do have builders, some more builders coming out here from Australia, of course with feudalism bonuses. He's gonna start improving all of his territory and manage to get another city to the west next to Lensois Marienses. Yeah, definitely he needs to go for the next districts, and this is the moment that I have been waiting for. I need to see if he's gonna get an encampment. If he gets an encampment, he's gonna be aggressive. If he doesn't get an encampment, I don't think he's gonna be that aggressive with the courser timing, which is gonna be a bit of a problem here, but I guess we'll see. He could definitely put so much pressure on Aztec since Montezuma is so low in his stats. Like, Aztec is probably gonna find it next to impossible to get to coursers before the coursers of Lege. But anyway, in the meantime, I do see Lege discovering stirrups, so knights are flying away unless he's gonna hard build them, which I doubt it. We do not have yet a district settled from Adelaide. So he has a commercial and he has his campus. He has the third slot, but no chosen one. Yes, it is what it is. In Brisbane, he did manage to put down a campus. That's still gonna be a +4. Okay. Couldn't he have used... oh yeah, he could have used this. That's a +3, not a +4 though. Oh well. Yeah. Wasn't that big. But here I still think it was a better city because of multiple horses. Maybe he's gonna get another one there in the south and put down those horses, improve those horses. Okay, so what is going on here? Mikado is gonna pass the mountains and gonna try to get to Bactri, while we do have Immortals getting 210 here from the cities of Persia. He did go for World of Throne, so that definitely helps him out get more production towards these units. Still not enough production to one-turn them. That is a bit unfortunate. And we're going to need to see also these merchants, what are they gonna start picking. Now we do have Persia getting Zankian for the extra trade out capacity, and I do notice Coleus has been picked up by Persia, not Montezuma, getting that free copy of a luxury resource, denying Lythoxa here an extra point of damage on his units. That is also quite important. Now we do have Governor Plaza in between his settles, and yeah, he's getting those immortals going. Does Ulyss mean anything? Good question. I think it's just a name after the god Ulyss, or the like from ancient Greece. Yeah, it's a Greek hero. There we go, a Greek hero. Sorry. Ulyss was a hero from the Trojan War, but I don't think it's really linked to that. It is linked to Ulyss. It is actually linked to that Ulyss. I remember it mentioned because I was asking which Ulyss. I actually, when I first heard the name Ulyss, I was watching how to say the in-between movie of Planet of the Apes. I'm not sure if you saw it, the one when they were training monkeys in space for reconnaissance and using how to say, a spacecraft, and then they crash landed, got into an anomaly, crash landed on a planet, and all of that planet was actually ruled by apes instead of humans, and so on and so forth. Well, that was a character named Ulyss in there, and I was confused. Is that actually Ulyss from you know, that movie? No, the answer was no. It is Ulyss, the hero from Greece. Okay, we got a general here on Hazaggi also, El Cid, and it looks like Scotland did manage to pick up Timor. He won't be denied. We also have Australia managing to get a religion. He actually got this great prophet. Where is the great prophet? And how did he get it? Was that Stonehenge sneaked in somewhere? Or did we just didn't see his Kick W? Oh, he did it. And look at that. In Hobart, he actually put a holy site here. Kick W. He got that religion. Let's see what it is. Judaism, Zen meditation for the extremity, defender of the faith. And looking at his city. Opa, sorry. 8. There we go. It's a +3 happiness at the moment. He can't get a +6 at the moment in his core cities, which I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to spread that religion so he can get more amenities. Looks like also Lege will start to punish over here Aztec for not having enough units, while yes, we do have swordsmen coming out from the cities of Lythoxa. It's not that big of an army from Lege to affect him in a major way. Zulu did manage to get quite big. He's already on 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9 cities, while he's gonna kill Brussels for the 10th. We do have him with very big opportunities in the next part of the game. Looks like Mapuche did manage to get into the Persian defense, and by the looks of it, also these immortals don't have enough strength to take on the horses with a general. I'm pretty sure he's at least gonna get pillaged on his commercial and the market, while we do need to see if Persia will have the opportunity to push back his aggressor here. Definitely a lot of immortals are coming out to fight, and now he's starting to want and to turn them from some of his cities. This is going to be quite a big fight over here between Mapuche and Persia. I'm actually a bit surprised Mapuche did not wait for his Mano Raiders. Not only those would have been stronger, but yeah, they probably, now I see why he didn't wait. Romrom is getting his military tactics in 3. Not only Menatans but also pikemen. He should have more than enough units to stop any kind of attack like that. Okay, Mongolia, west side of Mapuche, not really doing anything. He's getting some horses. He actually got a horse right in the face of Scotland, and he does see that Scotland started putting out spearmen to try to defend his opponent with anti-cav units, and while Mongolia usually does want to use his Keshiks with his coursers or knights. We do need to see if that's going to be the case for today. I do have to mention Mapuche's attack against his opponent on the east side does leave him exposed to the west, and that's especially where Mongolia can actually come from. This is going to be a bit of a problem for Mapuche, even if he does have a +5 against civilizations in a golden age with a general. It's not like he has 2 generals, so he's going to need to prioritize where is Trungtrak going to go. Okay, so pillage. We might see a pillage and move away. Brussels has been taken down. Zulu gets 1 city, 1 other city, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cities already. Getting Ikandas from each of them, not to mention getting more economy with his commercials. I do see that diSTORIA is not making any gold right now, but we do have Romrom, Hazaggi, and Lege all positive. I don't really see a lot of gold. I gotta say, this is not a lot of gold. Like 112, 22 per turn doesn't seem like it's that much. Maybe they're gonna get some more gold per turn when gold, actually just gold, when they're gonna manage to pillage some tiles from their opponents. I do notice Aztec's only horse actually got pillaged. That's his only horse. So Aztec right now is not acquiring horses anymore. I would imagine he's at the maximum anyway, right? No, he's not. Actually, they don't have horses. Kick. Does Oranssi make any horses? Yes, he actually settled the city, especially next to the horses there, the city of Tula. Non-freshwater 3 pop city, it is what it is. We do have also some theater squares coming up from Oranssi while he's putting down his depot quarters. I do see Lavras coming up from Tuver while he's getting a few more libraries for the extra science. Still 42 science and 26 culture, 142 faith at 10 with 94 production. That seems like Peter here will recover quite nicely. I gotta say, flat land between him and Zulu might spell the demise of the Russian Empire because of the speed with which these Zulu units will actually get to that city center. We do have also Irelundi trying to go for that Colosseum. He's the only one in the game going for Colosseum right now. Usually, of course, ideally you'd want to have it on Scotland. This time around, it's going to happen on Zulu. And of course, he's going to keep his people happy with also some city parks here. Getting those +3, +6, and +5 bonuses going around. Kuris, good evening, sir. 100% on Team Ulyss. Oh, I see. YouTube is getting big on Team Ulyss here. Okay, I see how it is. 2 turns for Colosseum to finish, and I don't see another chop available for him, or at least not achievable in the next 2 turns. We do need to see if he's actually gonna move on the banana and chop it, even though I don't think so. There's nobody contesting that, so another one doesn't really make sense. Now we do have the war between Persia and Mapuche. Looks like he got in most of the horses, but there are way too many immortals over here for him to actually pass through. And I would imagine they're gonna make a line of defense and gonna start shooting back. Multiple horses are gonna start getting damaged by these ranged attacks of the Persian units. Unfortunately for Romrom, even his ranged attack and his melee attack is quite weak against his opponent here. The Mapuche horses benefiting from a +5 general bonus, and the heroic bonus is making them so strong. Well, you gotta remember, land units can use oligarchy, while these horses do not get to use oligarchy. So all in all, it looks like also the immortals are able to handle the pain. For how long? I don't know. He's building walls though. He is expecting more pressure from his opponent, and of course there is more pressure coming. There are more of these horses being built by Mikado being sent towards the east side, which I imagine he's gonna try to get the castles technology for them to turn into manual raiders and smash his opponents. Oh, did he just turn them back? Is he worried about Mongolia now? Maybe he's worried about Mongolia now, but Mongolia is going south, or at least southward. Wait, is Mongolia making... Oh my god, look at this sneaky horse. diSTORIA is actually getting all of the Scottish spearmen to follow him into the dark. He's sitting on the farms. He's just gonna, like, he's getting attacked, then pillage. Then he's getting attacked, then he pillages and recovers health. And slowly but surely, Scotland is gonna lose a few good tiles to use here. Well, I gotta say, Xiffy did manage to get to 62 science and the 57 culture. And we do need to see Mongolia use his setup to try to disturb over here the peaceful lands of Xiffy, of Scotland. Sounds like an announcer in a football soccer match. Yeah, I've lost like 8 predictions in a row, so Ulyss will probably... Oh, I see. Wow. Oh, wait. Mongolia? What? Lol. Man, he saw everything. He saw the army of Scotland. He's also gonna have the how to say, the sneak peek into his garrison defense strength. He's gonna know his opponent has pikemen. It's just a matter of number of units here, but I do see some of them are going southeast. Are they going Russia? I mean, I'm sure. I mean, you can do it. Yeah, I guess you can do it. You can get to Yaroslav. Anyway. Okay, looks like Mapuche is bringing back his horses. He started losing them, so no more. It's overwhelming number of immortals that can keep on shooting their ranged attacks, and that's not gonna help at all. We do have Shemamul being finally placed by Mapuche, getting some extra culture points and production points, getting his extra science. We do still have Mikado on 28 and 32. Looking at the last score, we got 7 more turns, and I do see 4 players over 100 production, with the other ones very, very close, except Mikado. Mikado is actually on 75. He did choose to build a few more units and send them towards his opponent to stop the 246 cities, and I don't think he actually went for the second wave of builders. He went for a combination between the horses and the builders, which, as you can see, does still give him quite a few tiles to chop, but at the same time not as much production as everybody else in the game, including Mongolia, which is right now on 94 production. Keshek starting to get built here from Mongolia. We will see him try to go for his castles, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for castles because he built so many horses. Now we also need to see who is he gonna choose to go against. His military engineer is starting to get the road towards the southeast and might actually just wrap around to hit Edinburgh from this region, while he could just keep on going towards the Russian cities and try to pick on them afterwards. Of course, Tver, Yaroslav are quite exposed, and I would imagine an attack on them with Keshex and the Corsairs is gonna be quite dramatic. But of course, I do also believe until that time, Oranssi does have the chance to get his Grandmaster's Chapel. There's not really that close of a proximity between the two nations to make it worth. And as you can see, Mongolia gets enough units to handle the west as well. Mongolia doesn't seem phased, sorry, not Mongolia, Aztec doesn't seem phased by the nation that he has next to him, and he's now making units. And I think I got my answer. Australia is not gonna get that attack. Australia with the Corsair timing is not gonna grab that opportunity. He's actually gonna go for a later timing, still keeping up 3 times advantage in the science over Lythoxa, not to mention 90 culture at 10 versus 60. We do have him with less production though at the moment, 88 versus the 92, and of course we've seen the land quality of his is not that big. He's gonna need to spend some faith in Hobart to try to get the missionaries out so he can convert his cities a little bit faster. I do notice he's keeping Nalanda with some money, and I do notice they actually set up trade routes over here to the west side, or at least they will get to set up trade routes towards Sharikumis and the lands of Persia. Taruga is being kept by Mikado. We do have Hazaggi keeping Mitla. Looks like Lege is keeping Nalanda. So Team Ulyss have 2 of these science city states, while Taruga is going to be on the other team. Bandar Brunei is the only trade city state and is still alive, and it is to the southeast of Zulu. You might actually want to entertain the idea of taking that city down. Now we do have Vatican City also being kept by Oranssi. That's Russia, definitely benefiting from the extra faith per turn, while Jerusalem is not really converted by anybody. I think he still has one. It has one envoy. Yeah, 2 envoys actually of Oranssi. So he's still reaping the benefits, but not actually choosing the city. I gotta say that is actually Lege's responsibility to take out both of these cities, and it doesn't look like he's actually flexing a single muscle to actually do that, even though it will hurt Russia significantly to lose that extra faith per turn. That's basically like probably a builder per turn right now. That's a lot. I'm surprised there's not more war going on. Yes, where's Namadol? Namadol is here, and it is discovered by Lythoxa, so at least SPA knows about it. I don't know if Team Ulyss knows about it, but I can see. No, they don't know about it. Yeah, they just see a sliver of Namadolian tiles. Okay, I did notice over here, first of all, Colosseum got finished in the lands of Zulu. We do have markets coming around, and I do see multiple builders also coming around. Barracks is on the west side, and yes, heavy chariots going towards the west does mean we're going to see some form of aggression. They're not going to let Russia be the only one that's not going to go into something as a war, and I gotta say, Oranssi is already negative gold per turn. If he starts getting units out, he's going to go down negative very quickly, and we're going to see if they do manage to upkeep this. Same thing can be said about diSTORIA, right? He's probably gonna try to go for a second drums of war. And I do notice his Kesheks are starting to move towards the south, and yeah, oh my god. Okay, there are 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 horses with multiple Kesheks going towards the lands of Russia. Let's count this down. How quickly is this? So let's scout it from here. 1, 2. Can he get here? Okay, let's take that as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns to hit the city of Yaroslav with these units, with the core units, with the general. It's 4 to 5 turns to hit Yaroslav. That is also on the other side. Let's actually see. Zulu is getting his generals, is getting in theater squares. I don't see him with 1, 2, 3. Okay, just 3, or soon to be 4 heavy chariots. Well, I'm pretty sure after the theater square is going to finish, he's going to need to get at least 1 or 2 more. And we're probably looking at like maybe 7 to 10 units over here from Zulu. But I gotta say, he also has the Ikandas with the barracks in them. He's probably going to build them quite quickly. A bit unfortunate that he has barracks, but what can you do? It is what it is. 2 turns for Mikado to get mercenaries and his castles. He's deploying the majority of his forces toward the south, that is actually in the direction of Kumasi and in the direction of Russia. We're going to need to see what is he gonna hit. Russia is his ally, so I'm pretty sure that's not his choice to hit, but Kumasi over here is being held by Lege. That's actually gonna be a prime target. He can definitely take out that city center even if he does have walls. It's 75 fortification health there. That's quite big. That is quite big. Probably caused Scotland to build military units. Yes. Also, with much pleasure, Monkey Wazaro. Good evening, sir. SPA might win this if they discover a nuclear warhead in a goodie hut. Oh my god, that sneaky one-tap nuke. He got a W. He faked going to Scotland by sending a general when he was planning on hitting Russia. Yes, this is amazing, right? Some mind games being played out, but I gotta say Xiffy is already putting quite a few pikemen on the defense, and yes, I do see some archers over here, just a few archers. Maybe Mongolia will need to deploy a few units just to, you know, keep up the ruse until he gets to the cities of Russia. There's nothing allowing Russia to see these horses through the fog of war. Check this out. This is the fog of war, and this is the great invasion of the Mongolian Empire against Russia. Wow. He needs to discover tribal village of North Korea. Kick. Of the north of Korea, kick W. Anyway. We do have more barracks coming up. Finally, actually, Oranssi is going to try to get something done here. Zulu is going to get that one single scouting horse around these units, and I'm pretty sure he cannot push in because he's going to lose the horse if he does, especially against these units, that combination of units. We do have Zulu. Okay, we got more. We got heavy chariots, we got units, commercials. Yeah, we get this. More builders also, but I don't really see a overwhelming number of these, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have core anyway on his units, right? He just needs to get them clumped up. 2, 4, just 4, 5, 6, 7 soon. Okay, they're coming on that towards that magical number I was talking about. Looks like Xiffy is actually gonna move a little bit northward, and yes, Mongolia does see what's going on with Ethelfled while he's trying to pass on the back line of that general all of these Kesheks towards his opponent Russia. But the ruse will happen soon. We do have Mongolia getting all of his horses in range, well, some of his horses in range of Yaroslav, while his general is still lagging behind. We're going to need to see him join the fight later, but I gotta say Mongolia is in a hurry to do everything that he can do to disturb Russia's peace over here. There are zero units on the west side. Zero. Not even a scout. I would have imagined, like usually in these situations, you do want to put some units in between you and your opponent to get some heads up about what's going on, about a possible attack. And wait, do I see that right? Is that Lege with 170 science, 160 science and 82 culture? Yeah, that is a Lege with 160 science and 84 culture. Whoa, that's big. That is big. We do have some crossbows in the production queues of Russia. I do notice the horse of Zulu did appear over here. I gotta say, this is another misdirection from Ulyss. They're actually gonna show Russia that they're attacking him from the east, and then they're going from the east, and then they're going to attack him from the west side. We do have more of these heavy chariots getting chopped, and that is going to follow up the attack on the west side of Russia. I think Russia is just going to die here. Like, to be honest, I think Russia's just gonna die. There's like no, I don't think there is a way, a universe for him to hold on Hazaggi and diSTORIA at the same time. He's probably gonna lose 2 cities on the west to Mongolia, and then he's gonna lose the cities on the east when his army moves to the west to defend his westward. He's just gonna be hit by Zulu and lose his east. There is something. Mapuche is upgrading his Malo Raiders, but I do believe he's actually going to go Kumasi into Persia, not really go to the south, and even if he does, he's not going to get there quickly. He actually needs, what, 7 turns? 7, 8 turns? Yeah, 7 turns to actually get to the south of Russia here. That's a long time, especially since these Mongolian horses, well, they are kind of sacrificial anyway. Wait, is he gonna upgrade? Oh my god, check this out. He can actually upgrade with the cities of Russia. As in, go into the cities, take them out, and then upgrade in their borders into coursers. I'm pretty sure he already got coursers, right? No, he didn't. Come on, diSTORIA, get castles technology. Get it. Well, we do have the Keshik starting to do the damage against the Scottish pikemen, holding them back, and of course keeping up the rules on this. We didn't really have that many Keshiks going towards the southeast. He's just keeping Scotland busy with these. In the meantime, getting many more of them. The Dakota army coming up in 9 turns there. I would assume he's going to want to get a spy in his opponent's territory, and I would assume he's also going to want to get a spy before Terracotta army comes out, so he gets that extra diplomatic visibility, gets that extra promotion on the spy as well. Okay, now this is starting to be an army. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of these heavy chariots. Of course, they could turn into 7 knight corps to go against their opponents here, with Hazaggi getting his stirrups next turn. He's also gonna get mercenaries next turn. He's on 170 production versus Russia's 134 and 137. But I gotta say, Russia, he gonna get it. Oh my god. Okay, Mahabali Temple coming up in 4. Does he have Grandmaster Chapel? 5 turns. 5 turns Grandmaster Chapel. It's too late. Yaroslav is getting attacked here. We do have machinery coming up in 5 for diSTORIA, and Yaroslav is running even without the builder. We might actually see them give that information last second in between the turns to their teams, and we're gonna see what the reaction will be on this. Will they actually get to buy something, or will Mapuche want to get in there? That's exactly before the attack of Mapuche started on Kumasi. We might actually see Mapuche wanting to send his units to stop Russia. If he does that, he's not going to get to flex against Persia. Persia gets more time, gets to be bigger, and might nullify Mikado's advantage against him at this moment in time. Of course, the city of Yaroslav is just a few moments away from being taken out. I do see Russia is going to get pillaged on every tile, and that's a lot of points that diSTORIA is acquiring on his empire right now. Taking down the city, but still not going for that castles kick. It is what it is. You could win a bet lot. Wait, we couldn't win a lot with a bet on SPA right now? Yes, you could. Alcohol Parrot, you could. Oh my god, the high roller, man. Broad chopping a wonder with the Mongols at his door. I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. It is what it is. But yeah, I think in his mind, Oranssi just realized he's not gonna get out of this alive. Like, that city is gonna go down, Tver is gonna go down afterwards, and his army is not even coming out of his cities to defend this. Not to mention from the east side, Zulu bringing up those cores next to him is gonna be probably the killing move over here. Hazaggi has way too much power at this point. I guess Mapuche might actually have the opportunity to do some damage. Since he's not gonna find an easy way towards Cyrus, we might actually see him go towards Zulu. You've seen how fast Zulu gets his units, so I wouldn't be that worried. And with one turn towards the Golden Age, we do have Mikado going for a normal age. Oranssi is gonna be golden, but you see he's gonna actually lose quite a few of his cities. Lythoxa is 7 points away from getting a golden age. Xiffy is getting his threshold here, 63 out of 63 to get the golden age. We do have diSTORIA going over the necessary golden threshold. Romrom is going over, so he has it. Hazaggi is gonna have it, and Lege is also gonna have it on 65 out of 57. We do have Australia also putting down a lot of industrial zones, and already is, well, I say already, but he's just on 120. I would have thought he has a lot more. He spent all of his builder charges on these outback stations to get more points in between all of these pastures. And you can see all of that flat territory, no problem. It's fine. He has this in the bag. Just put outback stations everywhere. So Mongolia did manage to take down the first city of Russia, did not choose to actually upgrade, didn't actually have the opportunity to upgrade, going for printing in 9, mercenaries in 1 turn, and I do notice he still is trying to bring a Keshik, but he got disturbed over here by Scottish pikemen. And well, we do need to see if he's going to keep up the attack against his opponent. Intelligence agency in 2 turns, going to get a spy. Aztec did deploy a spy against him, but from the west side, nothing really is happening. Lythoxa doesn't have enough units to push, and I do do believe the gold pattern is gonna be heavier and heavier on Team SPA, especially since only Xiffy and Lythoxa do have an economy right now. Mikado and Oranssi don't really have an economy, not even pillage economy. Like Kumasi will give them something, like at least 2 mines pillage, but that's about it. Like that's why, like what, 200 something gold from both of them. 200, let's say 200, let's say 300 gold. That's not that big. That is not that important. That is not that impactful in the game. Doesn't want to get them stolen, perhaps. Wait, why is the Malon Raider man going against Mongolia? Yes, I think he doesn't want to get them stolen, but at the same time, I guess he could have done quite a bit of damage here if he chose to go directly to the west. You do see how diSTORIA is keeping sight on his opponent. This is really something I want to point out. He's keeping sight on his opponent, so he has the visibility immediately. As soon as Mapuche wants to get units towards him, he knows. This is very important. So you have that, you need to build yourself time to react, basically, or guarantee yourself time to react. Lord Bowser, also good evening, sir. Nico 19M, good evening, sir. Mongolia is like a joker. Well, I guess so. In this case, I guess so. Tuver is gonna try to get the ancient walls. Looks like diSTORIA might need to punch through those walls if he wants to take the city. Oranssi does have the opportunity to get some chops there in the south. And I do see at the moment Tuver did not get hit by any of those horses. But of course, with 6 of them, he can definitely go through. We're gonna have a pause of 2 minutes. I do need to vote over here for the options, and we're gonna come back after that. Whoa. Okay, there we go. 2 minutes as a pause, and we're coming back. Just waiting for the plus. BPP should be fine. Yep. I need more coffee. Man, only had time to put the coffee on the brewer. Well, at least we got another coffee on the way. And we're going to need to see how SPA will try to get this back. Let me set up my chats again, because I click buttons. Okay, so what do we have here? Tuver getting the walls. Now these units will have to sacrifice a lot of their health to go towards him, but of course you do see he's pillaging first and then moving. We do need to take a look here. Great engineers, no points. It looks like Robert the Bruce is gonna get the 5 loyalty, minus 20 population, and then Robert the Bruce is gonna get his diplo points. As you can see, we do have yes, knights getting build trained over here, but the first one is gonna come out in 2 turns or maybe next turn. Wait, does he have the faith? Yes, he does have faith to buy one. The city is already half gone, and I'm pretty sure there's enough health on these horses to keep on punching through. And we're going to need to see if the first move is going to be to buy a horse here, and if diSTORIA is going to manage to get that first move on his opponent. While from the east side we do have Zulu's units starting to go towards Russia. You do see already the units of Russia did start to well, redeploy towards the west side. while he has a few remaining units, doesn't really have an army to hold knights, especially Zulu knights. Well, Kumasi is getting pillaged by Mapuche. Looks like he might actually just pass by with his Malo Raiders trying to go into his opponent's territory, while we do have Zulu still reinforcing his knights on the west side. He is starting to get his armories for the extra bonuses, and of course I do notice armories yeah, everywhere. He's also getting some campuses and pillaging Nalanda. Is this? Yeah, this is a pillage because Lythoxa has it. Lythoxa is also starting to get a few heavy chariots, doesn't have a general, and by the looks of it on the northwest, doesn't really have a lot of Mongolian units attacking into him. Well, Mikado, normal age, Oranssi, Pen Russian voice, golden age, 66 science on 85 culture. He does have 97 faith a turn only, and this is a bit of a problem for him. He needs quite a few turns to actually get those going. Get the units bought and yeah, build an army, and that's the problem. He needs to defend from two sides, while I'm pretty sure he's gonna lose his second city here. Well, we do have Lythoxa also normal age, Xiffy golden age. We do have him on 96 science and 73 culture with still on 5 cities. He put up quite a bit of a defense against Mongolia. Now he can actually try to push through the Keshik line, damaging them with these pikemen. These can definitely punch through. Not a problem for them to actually go into the Keshik territory. Well, we do have intelligence agency finally finishing up next turn, and of course the successes of Mongolia are also counted in Russian cities here. So I think all in all, Russia did very well. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did he just pillage? No. Did he? No, that wasn't the Kafron Plaza. That wasn't the Kafron. Was that? No, that wasn't the Kafron Plaza, right? Where's the? This is the Kafron Plaza. Okay, never mind. Well, we do have the knight buy into Verin. It doesn't seem like he did manage to punch through that city before the knight was bought. Looks like also we do have him going for the tiles, ripping the gold out of the territory of Russia from those few mines that Russia did manage to upgrade. Well, now they're gonna be gold in diSTORIA's territory. 700 gold diSTORIA did manage to acquire with only a few horses here. Definitely worth, especially since they're probably gonna upgrade the Zulu next. We do have also campuses coming up from Dulovu. Hazaggi sending a few units to meet the Malo Raiders over here towards the northwest. While of course they did notice how much military his opponents are benefiting from. They probably did notice what's going on in Kumasi, and now they do know they are coming for them. Terracotta army got taken, right? Terracotta army got built over here in Mapuche's territory, so it got denied from Mongolia. No more level 2 easy spy for Mongolia. I didn't actually see Victor. Oh, we do have Victor. We do have Victor third in the city of Karakorum for the extra spy, how to say, promotion over there. This Victor third on the left tree. Where is Victor? Here. This one, Embracer. The second part says military units trained in the city start with a free promotion that do not already start with a free promotion, and the spy is considered the military unit, if you can believe it. Choke points, wait, that would be bad, or religion civs are bad on 4v4s. In my opinion, holy sites are too much of a sacrifice. They started to be too much of a sacrifice. I tend to agree with this. I hope Mongolia will burn Novgorod next turn. Well, to be honest, I don't think he's actually gonna go against Novgorod anymore. He doesn't do enough damage with his units. Well, I guess he could just keep on chipping away. I guess we'll see. We'll see. He needs to sacrifice all of his units against that city to take it down, while he could just keep on pillaging, and I think he's going to get quite a bit of a return, not to mention disturb the defense, right? The moment Zulu didn't get his full strength against Oranssi, but he's soon going to find out what Zulu is capable of, and of course all of these cities on the east side are going to be in danger. I do also notice Russia has a settler moving toward the north, and I gotta say there is a Keshik here that could definitely scout that down, run that down, and take out the scout, and of course allow it to get how to say, taken, deny his opponent from getting a safety settle. This is going to be very important. Mapuche will need to fight over here Zulu on his territory. Zulu is in golden age terms of war, so definitely gearing up for a lot of production here, a lot of units to come out. Cyrus did choose to go for a free inquiry. The first Mano Raider might actually be taken out next turn, while you do see there is enough strength on this knight, even without the core ability, which he does benefit from. He does have it, he just didn't upgrade into it. Wait, he does have it or he doesn't have it? Oh, anyway, he should have it. He should have it. He's what, gunpowder 4 and the diplomatic service in 2. He should have that. Where is it and why did he? Well, number of units probably. That's the answer. Number of units. Okay, let's see. West side over here, we got the pikeman. We do have a statue of Zeus finished and built. He's getting, even if he did manage to punch through a little bit into Mongolia's territory, looks like the pikemen were not strong enough to handle the return from the return attack from these Kesheks. Definitely, so many Kesheks do chip away the pikeman's strength and, of course, slowly take them down. Mongolia is ready on the west side to also handle a little bit Scotland, and looks like Mongolia, in between his 3 opponents, managed to kind of hold all of them back, not only back in terms of military, but also hold them back in terms of sim. Just his presence on the map. Oh, whoa, 3 horses just died? Interesting. Oh, no, never mind. Some of them went to the south, some of them went to the north. I just didn't see the ones in the south. It does look like Oranssi here is trying to take out Mongolia. We'll see if he has any success, if he can do it. Zulu pushing in from the east. We do have Astrakhan in danger. We're going to need to see if Zulu will actually start to attack the city center directly. He could definitely do it. Go next to Astrakhan and hit it from 2 times, while he's going to definitely have enough strength to withstand the crossbow counterattack. He does still want to get the pillages before he's going on the offense. I guess they don't have that much of a military. And wait, do we have 250 science liege with 100 culture? That's another level, bro. That is another level. Now that's just disgusting. Oh, wow. Harbor's coming in. He got his great library. We do have him getting his industrial zones, even like ones, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna keep aqueducting or try to aqueduct that. Another city, Melbourne, to the south, putting quite a few commercials, not really caring at all about Aztec to his southeast. And of course, getting that production higher with only 134, he definitely has a lot more to work on. He does have more than Lythoxa, not to mention the science and the culture, but more production and of course food, while I'm pretty sure he does need to get everything built up. Well, he's gonna have industrialization very quickly anyway with that amount of science. We're gonna start to want, ooh, second attack from Mapuche going towards Mongolia. We might actually see him go towards Mongolia. And wait, did Mongolia put his spy? Where did he put his spy? Okay, Astrakhan looks like he's going down. Nothing saving that city unless he can one-turn walls. Can he one-turn walls? Doesn't look like. It's gonna get pillaged and then taken down. Vologna probably gonna be next. He's trying to get the builder out there. Russia did lose its ability to buy the units with faith when he chose to go for a Pan-Russian voice, but I guess he was kind of needing to go for Pan-Russian voice. He did manage to get Grandmaster Chapel, which allows him to invest his faith points into military units, but since he doesn't have a lot of it, well, you do see the reaction. I'm still surprised they let these cities, but I guess Russia wasn't that obnoxious with his face generation anyway. Did they manage to secure them? Banning a city on Oranssi and Jerusalem on, okay, Jerusalem is being kept by diSTORIA. Okay, at least they got one. And here, okay, we got a million muskets from Romrom with the ability to go against Buenos Aires. Mapuche is trying to get in with his Mano Raiders, but they're not going to get a single pillage, and by the looks of it, there are enough units for Persia to create a line of defense and not allow these Mapuche units to get into his borders. Not to mention, Zulu will have more than enough knights to withstand an attack if need be. Yeah, look at that. Putting a unit on every tile. I guess we've seen this before. Okay, another city has been taken down. Looks like we do have a Keshek also coming up there. They did, oh, Oranssi deleted the settler. He deleted the settler, the safety settler from the north. And I do notice his Governor Plaza is gonna pillage. Wait, there was a knight here. Did the Keshiks oh my god. Wait, did his units delete themselves? Oh my god, his units are deleting. He's on 0 gold in the bank and he's on minus 15. His units are actually deleting every turn. Kick W. Pretty fast, good evening, sir. Is it already decided? That's a good question, because right now I'm pretty sure SPA is thinking how to try to get this back. Mother Russia getting pound. Yeah, quite a problem. It is what it is. Well, we do have Mapuche starting his attack run against Mongolia. Mongolia will need to get new units here on the east, and especially strong enough as horses. But he does see the first man already that's crossing the river, and getting that heads up is going to be important. It's quite a surprise that he's actually going for a campus here from Karakorum, and not using that city center as well for more units. Not to mention he's actually getting a settler here from Hami. I guess he's thinking, hey, that's one turn, I can get stuff in one turn, it's fine. Lukang, thank you so much for the prime, sir.
Primer. Luking 89.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Well, we got Pingala in Nobamba and establishing next turn, and I do notice Hazaggi still needs quite a bit more science, but we do have 3 players over 100 science, not to mention Lege already went up so high, sky high, 250 science over SPA, that only Xiffy manages to get over 100 science. This is very surprising, actually. Anyway, we do have a wave of heavy chariots getting to the east side, and I do notice southwest there are a few of them deployed, or are these just reinforcements towards the north? We might actually see Mongolia getting attacked from multiple sides, and definitely it's going to be tough for him to handle. Both Mano Raiders, these units from the south, and Aztec from the west side. They might trade a player for a player here. They might trade Russia for Mongolia, and I guess it is a question if Mongolia does manage to take maybe with a city-state. Oh, this would be a win. Like take Jerusalem, Suz, Levy Jerusalem, and then kill Vatican City. That's kind of a tough city, but I mean he does have Australia next to him. He should be fine. Okay, spies coming up from Irelundi. I do see the Mapuche and Mano Raiders did get chopped in half here, and they're starting to see the line of defense that Persia has. So we do have the next units from Zulu starting to get caught up, and they're going against Tula. That's another city they're gonna take down. Russia just lost its ability to buy the units with faith. The Grandmaster Chapel has been pillaged, and I do see he's having a hard time to get his new units out and about. He does have a decent amount of pikemen here, but the damage has been down. 3 cities will be taken down, and I do see, of course, Mongolia keeps up the pressure, while we will see Zulu with another wave of attacks soon. I would imagine he's gonna go for cuirassiers, mathematics in 1, getting his soon universities going, and then, oh my god, cuirassiers galore. We do need to see him also finishing up his defense against the Mapuche. Deploying those Night Corps against Mapuche does give him a strong enough unit to even punch back these Mano Raiders, not only deal with them. This is the problem. This is the big problem for Mongolia. He only has built so many Keshiks here, and the Keshiks are not really good on defending themselves. They're very good at attacking, not really good at defending. And of course, since we do have so many anti-cav units, I'm pretty sure Mongolia is going to have a hard time getting out of this, especially if he's going to keep on defending 1 tile away from his opponent. Now, we do need to see if he's going to have the power to keep these opponents to invest into attacking into him. If he's gonna manage to be defending for the next 15 turns, I think that's gonna be way too much of a sacrifice from all of these 3 civilizations to take down one, while we didn't really have a sacrifice from either Mongolia or Zulu to take down the cities of Russia. Well, that's 1 horse down, still 2 Keshiks around, it's fine. They are pillaging everything in Tula. Culture victory for both. kicked up. Wait, Etrusim Sorem, good evening, sir. I'm a new player and wanted to know what's the best way to win on base game multiplayer and on base game deity versus AI. I do have to say, just like the Beasley, I'm gonna echo it out. Culture victory is probably the easiest way to get a win. We also had Zulu getting his upgrades on these units, not actually taking down the city, while yes, we do have a Keshek doing some damage there, and not enough to take down units at this point in time. We do have campuses here, Zulu going forward, okay. Looks like we do have also workshops coming up from the northern cities, while Australia is going to finish up his universities. He's getting those science points there. We do have in the Dextrin him also discovering ballistics next turn, while he did get his industrialization. No, he didn't. I see 2-3 mines, so he didn't get industrialization, not yet at least. We do need to see what he's going to choose to do with his units. He can definitely do some form of pressure against Aztec, especially since Aztec is preparing himself to go against his eastern neighbor. I still didn't see the Mongolian spy. Where did it go? Oh, here. Okay, this is the level 1. No, not even. Oh, wait, I don't see this. It's not level 1. Kick. Oh, we got parking shots coming around. That's a way stronger unit than Destroyer can handle, unless he gets a lot of melee units as musketmen.
Has joined the round table.
Thank you so much for the follow, sir. Welcome, welcome. And if I want a challenge, what are the hazardous ways to win? Religious victory. If you want a challenge, religious victory. Or I guess also domination. I wouldn't really call domination hard. Doing domination on deity might actually be quite hard. Now, playing against good real players, yes, that's also true. That's also true. Playing against good real players, yeah. That is true. I'd also like how Zulu did set up his theater square over here. That's going to be a lot of culture that he's going to acquire. He still needs to pad those science numbers, and of course he's going to get those libraries with he's going to get the campuses with the libraries and universities inside of them to mix that up. While we do have him still trying to chop as quickly as possible, and he's increasing his tempo as much as he can while taking down cities from his opponent. We do have the city of Tula actually not taken. Did they? I think he killed another unit or something. Wasn't there another unit there, or maybe I'm dreaming? Because I'm pretty sure he was this turn. No, this was last turn. He promoted this. How did these units lose their health? Did they actually just not have enough health to take down Tula? I think they should. There's 60 strength. That city's only 46. They should two-shot it. Anyway, it is what it is. More knights coming up from Oranssi. No more resupplies from Mongolia. He has his own problems and might actually lose his cities here. He doesn't have any unit to stop the movement of these Scottish pikemen before they get to the Kesheks, and that is probably his strategic mistake here. We do have him to the north with quite a few of these Kesheks taking down the Malon Raiders, not allowing them to chop. And I gotta say, look at the economy of SPA. It's non-existent. Lythoxa on 35 gold a turn. We do have Oranssi on 7. Oranssi, which was negative, but now he lost a lot of units and well, and quite a few cities. No, we don't have him paying as much for the holy sites anymore. While on the other side, we do have Romrom on 100 gold and 140 science. We got Hazaggi on 140 and 12 gold. He's at least keeping up with his necessary needs for his units. He's going to take also Buenos Aires over here. And I do see Lege is on 63 gold a turn, but he definitely needs a lot more production. Is this going to be one cuirassier defense? This is going to be a one cuirassier defense. Check this out, guys. He's actually going to defend with one single cuirassier against the Malon Raiders. Lol. Okay, well, I guess it was a good try, but they didn't know how the territory was here or something. Did they? Yeah, they don't know how the territory is. They're trying to get into Australia, but they didn't know there's a one tile choke that is gonna help out defend over here, help out Australia defend. Yeah, maybe domination AI is the hardest against the deity. Yes, with my pleasure. Yes, yes, you are. You came to the right place. Also, Jacob, good evening, sir. Subnoodle, good evening, sir, and welcome. Is that a sneaky safety settler in the bottom left from Russia? Bottom left from Russia. Is that a safety sneaky city state? Sneaky city state. Wait, I don't see it. Bottom left, no. I don't see it. Maybe it was before or something, but I don't see it now. I don't know. No. Jacob also, the one game I missed is a Genghis Khan. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Genghis and Zulu in the same game, and Mapuche, and Persia, and Australia. Like, look at this Australia, man. 250 signs, Australia. Bombards coming in, more of these cuirassiers coming out of his cities. He definitely needs to stop the bleed while Mapuche is trying to find ways to get in there. He's gonna have a hard awakening when there's only one tile of a passageway to get to his opponent. Yes, he can put them in the water, but even the bombard is gonna make those units sink. Another city has been taken out from Russia. He's down to 2, 4, 5 cities at the moment. And while I do notice he did get quite a few writers, he's just keeping them around. Doesn't really have that many of those theater squares anymore. Liang establishing in Smolensk. I do see new pikemen, new knights, new crossbows. He's trying to get as big as possible. He's probably just waiting for those tanks to come and save him. We got Idalundi going for the Forbidden City. That's going to be 8 turns from finishing. And I didn't see anybody, but I guess we can take a look around to see if anybody's going to do that. No. We do have walls needing to get out from Mongolia in Choir, while Korokoto did get them out. Sorry about that. We do have some of the courses starting to get out of Korokoto, but those are still, unfortunately for him, those are still units, cav units, so those anti-cav units will have the extra damage against them. These spiky shots are way too strong even against the city center. They're probably gonna start smashing through the Mongolian defenses without that big of a problem. Well, there is a settler here from Mongolia going towards the northeast, followed by Keshek and a Malon Raider. There is a story here. There is definitely a story here. I'm gonna say this is a massive investment from Lythoxa. Getting knights. He's barely a knights. Like, while his opponents are ballistics and industrialization, he is at knights. Oof. This is gonna go a bit dramatic in the next part of the game. They might get to full kill Mongolia before they get before the Russia gets to get full killed. By the looks of it, Zulu just didn't deploy enough units, and of course he was disturbed by the units of Mapuche towards Persia, so he just didn't have enough to keep on taking down the Russian units. We do have him with enough damage to take out these knights if he wants to, enough damage to withstand the power of his crossbows, not to mention getting those promotions is going to be valuable, but sheer number of units is the problem. Okay, we got Buenos Aires taken out next turn, while Persia might actually get it. I'm quite curious. Didn't Zulu get already one? He got Brussels, right? So he can't get Buenos Aires. It needs to be Romrom. Buenos Aires is a Xiffy city, so that's extra amenities that are going to be taken away from Scotland. While Scotland is on +3 right now, he might actually lose his happy bonus. Yeah, K-Shakes, no more Diplo visibility for these K-Shakes, by the way. Nothing. And does he have against Aztec? No, nothing. They're managing to counter this properly. I guess we're gonna need to see. Another safety setter coming out from Karakorum. He did manage to get this one, and he's gonna keep on going somewhere. I don't know where, because, yeah, I mean, he could keep on going towards the east, pass Hong Kong, and try to get into the north of Romrom, but that's gonna take a while. Well, I guess K-Shakes are good for something. Escorting units. And no more units coming towards the southeast. These units just standing here, not doing much. Okay, okay. I gotta say, the gold per turn is not getting better. It's actually getting worse. Lythoxa is down to 10 gold. And it's not like they have in the bank that much. If they're starting to go negative, they're actually gonna have a big problem. But I guess, you know, you gotta take the win where you can. Taking out Mongolia here, diSTORIA is definitely gonna be a thorn taken out from their back. We do need to see if diSTORIA is gonna manage to keep hold and, like I said, try to take out as many units as possible with him. He should have a stronger defense with the arrival of the Corsair in that city of Karakorum, but he needs to put it there. Never mind, the walls got taken down. No, it is what it is. Okay, that is a pikeman that has survived the onslaught of these K-Shakes. Without that extra diplomatic visibility, these K-Shakes just don't do enough damage against the pikeman. And as you can see, his cities in the south are actually taking quite a few losses. Well, piking shots can be taken, but not next to each other. And he does need a critical number of K-Shakes to actually take one of these down. While of course the counterattacks are happening in the meantime. Zulu retreating a little bit. I guess Volhynia was sacrificed. I don't think Russia was that interested in that city center anyway. It was more interested in the cities in the north than the one on the east. Pyramids coming up this time. We're probably going to see Hazaggi chop it out. And what I do notice is getting his generals. He did manage to get John Dark and Amina at the same time. In the Great People screen, we do have the next general that's going to be Dandara on 535 points. That's going to be industrial and modern. While I do see he got both for the move for the Renaissance and industrial. So while I do in industrial era, while I do see Mongolia did pick up the third one here, Gustavus Adolphus. He kind of denied these. Is anybody going for the other ones? Like Mapuche is 7 points per turn. Persia is 14. We do have Zulu 32, Squadrons on 5. They need to roll a lot of points for that. Anyway, Korakoto about to go down. There aren't that many units right now in the borders of Choir from Aztec. It looks like he lost at least 2 of them this turn. But there's another wave coming, and it doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. Like the attack on Mongolia is not going to stop anytime soon, while the attack on Russia kind of got stopped here. Kind of got stopped. Yes, his Gavin Plaza got pillaged to the ground, but the attack is stopped. It just weren't enough units. It's fine. That's a CS, my bad, no problem, Subnoodle. Colors of the culture CS look similar on my screen. Yep, it does sometimes. Are you out of the game if you have a settler but no city? Yes. Alcohol Palette also calling out the pillage economy. If they have something to pillage, because I'm not sure if you noticed, there aren't that many mines here. Well, I say that, and then I see Kola having 4 mines kicked. And then Karakorum having quite a few mines kicked W. But anyway, on the west side he doesn't have mines. Like this initial territory doesn't have mines. Okay, Karakorum is going to be taken down. That's a city that is not going to be anymore. Scotland is going to benefit from it. While I do notice Aztec is taking a few more hits here. His new units need to get in the borders and keep on attacking his opponent to break him in two. We do have a wave of settlers also starting to move towards the east side. With the help of the K-Shakes, they are moving a little bit faster. And I'm pretty sure he might... Wait, he should be able to make it. He actually might be able to make it before he dies. Wow. Okay, that's going to be a surprise. Anyway, he can keep on puddle jumping, right? Settle cities in between and get the last one last. We do have Forbidden City in Iralundi in 2 turns, and I do see our archaeological museums coming up from his second city, Babanango. While he did put a park everywhere, he also gifted Buenos Aires to Persia. Romrom just got an extra city to work with. While I do notice Hazaggi is on 275 points of production, he's managing to make triple the amount that Oranssi has, more than double the Mikado, double than Lythoxa, not really double than Xiffy, but you know, he's getting there. We did have actually these Malon Raiders starting to get onto the shores of Australia. He still wants the benefits from them. Well, I gotta say, wait, where's the bombard? There was a bombard here. Where's the bombard? Oh, he's going to the north. He wants to take out Vatican City. This is the plan I was talking about earlier. So they seized Jerusalem. He levied Jerusalem, and now he's going against Vatican City with those levied units. And Xiffy calls it out. It is a GG. Team Ulyss manages to scratch another victory on the board against SPA tonight in the group phase. I gotta say, they will, in the division phase, they will probably get into the playoffs because of this win. I was looking at the beginning of the game and watching their scores. I gotta say they were tied with D-Shark and SPA, all 3 of them. Wait, no, not tied, sorry. They were 1 point over D-Shark and SPA. Now they're gonna be 2 points over. 6 and 3 for Team Ulyss. D-Shark is tied with SPA on 5 and 4 each. We do need to move for the post-game chat here. Let's see. Post-game chat.
S'il n'y a pas l'Australie, on sait pas. Disto, il est full dead. Là.
Non, je suis
GG,
Enfin, il va
ouais.
t'escape. Tu vas t'escape, mais t'es full
le
dead.
Zulu, il
Mais
fait peur. Moi,
y
je dis quand même, hein.
a qui chez vous qui
Vous êtes tous
casse les
IRL
tanks
et il y a un Zulu qui a plus de stats que vous.
Je scale.
Moi, il y a un moment, je vais avoir fascisme des tanks chez tout le monde. Ça va. Bon, peut-être pas chez tout le monde, mais au moins chez l'Aztèque et chez le Russe.
Allô?
Allô.
Mikado,
Eh,
vous allez
Mikado,
prendre le
t'es
cul,
un
là.
troller, hein, t'aurais pu prendre mon colon.
Mais je savais pas, frère. Je pensais...
Si, tu le voyais.
Non, je le voyais pas.
Si, tu l'as vu.
Bah oui, je l'ai vu avant.
T'es
Mais
passé
j'avais
avec
cliqué.
un malon à côté, et après, le malon qui pouvait le prendre, tu l'as envoyé piller dans le land, et t'en as envoyé un autre auquel il manquait un
mais
PM
bien.
pour prendre le colon.
Maybe alors. Mais bon, dans ma tête, je sais pas, je l'ai vu, j'ai pas calculé. On m'a dit il faut piller des mines si on veut le raser.
Parce que moi, j'étais en mode, bon, bah, il prend mon colon, c'est chaud, on va compter sur Jérusalem. J'étais là, Lege, la bombarde.
Ouais, j'aurais pu le. En vrai, avec celui qui va sur la mine, j'aurais pu le piller. Mais j'ai Stunter, Disto, je pouvais pas en fait.
Ah.
Celui
Bah,
qui allait
ça,
sur
c'est
la
un
mine.
autre problème.
Celui qui allait sur la mine pour le colon, j'ai Shift Hunter. Je me disais bien.
GG.
Que si
GG,
j'avais bougé un
GG.
ballon et que j'avais pas pris le colon, ça me paraissait bizarre. Non, j'ai Shift Hunter, je suis quasiment sûr. Ah, puis les malons, quand t'as pas de first move, hein, c'est vraiment. Déjà que je suis pas l'expert des malons, mais alors là, le combo des deux, c'est vraiment nul. Hein.
Ah, surtout que t'as toujours pas Ranalanda, quoi. C'est. Ou
Ok,
Enchan,
Night chez nous avec tes
c'était
malins.
Enchan.
C'est que la CS.
Ouais, en chan, je l'ai pas trouvé malheureusement.
T'avais plus rien chez toi là, de toute façon, non?
Si, il me reste. J'ai 4 poneys, je sais pas.
Ok.
J'allais reprod là.
4 poneys, un slinger, un spad.
Pour 16 infanteries de ligne, je pense que j'aurais gagné.
Oui, les infanteries de lie, je pense que le match-up était bon. Non, en vrai, j'aurais
Pour ça,
pas.
ouais, ça l'aurait
Ah, ça fait 10 tours qu'on a perdu, voire plus. Hein.
fait. Oui.
Ouais, il y avait un gap assez énorme dans la game. Alors le remap de Ulyss sur la map 2, j'ai cru entendre des échos comme quoi il y avait un positionnement qui vous allait pas, mais vous aviez settle 4 luxe les potes.
Bah ouais, mais bon, pour moi, je
suis tout à fait
préfère un
d'accord avec toi,
positionnement.
Melm.
Je trouve que le positionnement, c'est plus important. Surtout dans ce genre de map avec ce genre de draft.
Nous, on était très
Dommage
très
parce
bien,
que
ça.
le positionnement, vous aviez la Russie au sud.
Ah, mais ça, on le
De
sait
la
pas, tu vois.
Mongolie.
nous,
Ah
on
ouais,
sait
c'est
pas
vrai
qu'on a.
Ouais.
Ça,
Oh là là.
Ah, la
notre
game
info,
était gagnée.
C'est Zulu Genghis backline et Mapuche frontline en face. Voilà, c'est les infos qu'on a. Donc moi, à partir de là, même si on a 4 luxe, c'est remap instant.
Nous, on était très contents, hein. Je pense que même avec la
J'étais
Russie. tout
turbo
seul,
officerissime avec un très très bon
Moi, je
score.
pouvais impacter au moins 2 joueurs, je pense. Et on avait des bons spawns. Nous, on était contents.
Moi, j'étais en mode neutre sur le remap. J'étais en mode, bon, c'est jouable.
Sur le deuxième map, on trouvait qu'en tant que spectateur qu'il y avait vraiment pas match, que c'était gagné au spawn. Non seulement les settles étaient bons, mais les expands étaient bonnes aussi du côté d'Ulyss. Alors que du côté du SPA, c'était moyen, quoi.
J'étais en 4-1 d'ailleurs. Être enlevé ça?
Apparemment, c'était censé. Vivement
C'était censé être
3.0. Ouais.
Ouais, je sais pas ce que je peux faire dans ce DM. Je pense que c'était pas incroyable ce que j'ai fait. C'était un peu à chier même.
Moi je pense que ton plan de jeu d'aller sur le Perse, c'était un peu de la merde. Je t'avais pas dit.
Ouais, je pense aussi.
J'ai une bonne tempo en vrai, donc on peut réagir à tout moment.
Après, il a un plus 10, tu vois, mais on voit les chocs donc bon.
Après, je me dis, là, il va perdre. Je sais pas, je pense non, je pense que c'est pas ouf. Je pense que c'était à chier. Je pense que
Pour le
c'était
coup,
pas ouf.
Romrom a joué vraiment très safe, donc il a vraiment laissé aucune possibilité de.
En fait, je voulais prendre le treb et tout, mais enfin, ça c'est. J'ai perdu.
Bah,
de
je me disais
l'activité
qu'on
et
était
tout,
vraiment
donc,
devant dans la game vu la tempo de Lege, donc j'ai juste à pas mourir pour que ça se passe bien. Je fais des pré-bulles qui plus tard seront des infanteries de ligne pour le raser, donc en vrai, moi ça m'allait. J'ai juste fait le trône avant, donc j'ai maximisé la prod. J'étais pas super inquiet, j'avais beaucoup de chop et j'avais des battes pour chop vu que c'était le timing FEO.
Ouais, je pense que c'est pas ouf ce que je fais.
Ça,
la-
j'avais tué les était manqué aussi.
La position de
sortir dans le
Disto, elle fait beaucoup dans la game.
Ah oui, bah.
Puis il a joue bien en plus sa position.
C'est clair que.
J'ai fait le coup du serpent.
C'est exactement ce qu'a dit Substack.
Ouais,
Hey guys, I'm going to stop it here. I do see they have quite a few subjects to talk about and they want to talk about in French. I did receive those messages on YouTube over there that, well, sometimes you can't understand and I can definitely get it. Yeah, I agree with 90% of what they're saying, Deep Beasley. Yeah, let's go. GG, tell you thing going in. Also, good evening, sir, and welcome. It will take me a while to process the video on YouTube so you can have the vote available, but I will make an announcement on my Discord so you can take a look at the Civ replay and also take a look at the video. I am a little bit behind with the score show. I will get the score show soon, and we're gonna have to talk about all of the news results that did happen last week, between last week and this week. And I gotta say thank you so much for everything. Much appreciated for the likes and follows, the subscriptions, and of course your gifts. Thank you so much, sirs. I do hope we're gonna see see each other in the next one. I do hope we're gonna have a game tomorrow. As far as I know about one on Thursday, not on one tomorrow. So I'm looking for it, and hopefully we're gonna get a stream. If not, we're gonna play, and we're gonna play Civ. Let's go. Now I do want to say also thank you so much for joining me from YouTube. I do hope you're gonna throw this video a thumbs up because you enjoyed the content. I do hope we're gonna see also each other in the comment sections down below. Tell me what you thought about the game. If you want to take a look at my schedule, you can join my Discord server looking at the description of the video down below on YouTube, or typing ! Discord on my Twitch chat. Thank you so much for everything. Let's see each other in the next one, and in the meantime, have some fun with some Civilization 6 content. Bye bye bye.